I pay SOMPA 106.5 FM Accra. Now, Pacho Uhu page now. You like the page, you comment on the page for us, and gladly we'll be rejoiced to have you on board the show for God and country, and every on SOMPA 106.5 FM. Now, Ashefoni Etiefu Amutie Yen say a brand new ni be lines no tomorrow. Number mobile phrases so 0260 196064 0260 196064. Again 0260 196064. When airlines are lines the tuma also be friend I would do a drink chere abe boy no. And again also remember say show way is live on SOMPA 106.1 FM Ewo Fetchman, and again on SOMPA 101.1 FM Ewo Thakwa. So wherever you are under the sound of this great voice, remember this is for God and country. And also remember say we are live on the multi TV Gigabox. Edim pacho say uti and cow baby. Now we refia. But more than share multi TV no so we call multi TV radio session na over ho SOMPA 106.5 FM Accra. Now we tie a programmer ye wa ha. And then nkomodia hudo a ebekọ so e wo fidie mu ha no. Nkomo no ade edoso na musu be hwem ye pa. Tie be pese wo so obeka nkomo no ho na nawie na ye nyina yasom ye man. Ye man nti ye nyame nti ana nde ye ne wo ehia. And also remember say show we know it's always brought to you by the kindness courtesy of our proud sponsors. Enyumeku a won aso asena ndewie yere for God and country dwumadie no ebrewo. The edikan no eye Lexter Company Limited. Hey, Lexter Company Limited. I beg your pardon. Lexter Company Limited. Ebusia woman no makofa Yaz toothpaste and a yard toothbrush at the abedjaman so a brebe ma ye beje bre na ya kan mo hunsam e de a chiro sa so na eye Electroland Ghana Limited. Electroland Ghana Limited. Some boy chidom kese pa. They are the home of quality electronics. My dear pass and again, Techno Spark 40 series. The Techno Spark 40 series. A phone be a bedroom so and the picture quality no very clear. Memory them no so soon. And in patrol a man so mu here phone na mu de betwa mo pictures and mo videos are. Remember so bekai Techno Spark 40 series. Kaibio it is slimmer, stronger, sparks everywhere. Techno, nothing stop at nothing. And again, time herbal mixture. I've told you it's a prophylaxis. Idea would be born who by Debiara Dano, a Busiano, and Chamfa, Ubia Numbi, and Opanama Bobby, and you know Wabobi. So, Bobo, a year time herbal mixture, and ya dear and Pacho, a TD Yaria, and as a malaria, a betimi now. Dr. Time Daso, Dr. Time Daso, so a boy chidom and every pa, Mekai, Dr. Time Daso, only dear, ne finino. Na some work catch you na say so yare na wo de ho eba na e friend say na answer bia ho a ono de o san yare a ye mre ene da so ene ntine your friend Dr. Time da so yare bia okun bia no in the course of the program I'll be telling you enti abusuafo ye chitafo a ene omoso asene a ene for God and country dwumadie no ye de ebrewo. And also remember say show we no say the yakano your doors are widely open. Doing business without advertising, it is said why wouldn't you advertise on radio? SOMPA 106.5 FM. Now we dread na wudie no. Yen you won fi esumu emba hanu. Now we dread no emu entre enfamao. If you really want to expand your business, come over. And talking about our business department, we're surely gonna get your business growing for you. Today, what are we looking at? How is the structure of the program going to be? The first section is going to be termed with AVRAM Ben MOSHE. AVRAM Menomokase, Wajina Akunya, Watanase. And then we are talking about baby mamas. Now, baby mamas in Huaymo. AVRAM, Ebechirimu. Yaka baby mama, medium intias and say, Bemebia, one your barco. Ampuno awade ambem amene mo kase akodano enya dia ne papa ene ne mame etie bom mame ne nkwa na abofra no ewo no ho baby mamas omusuban etesen. How do we handle baby mamas as a man? Me pacho sankobo yina no ade a betodwa within the first section of the program na ye wie ye won komo twitwi dia ye ba bedi ewo fidie mu ha. And it's all about politics. And you share the chairman of the New Patriotic Party UK branch or the futo bebre edema especially abronye DC say atemdidie na wodi asofo ne nsemu a wokangu eye honorable Kennedy Japan so no sa ansem no wo sa wojai na ene nkomo no we'll be looking at backbone to MPs. Then the Speaker of Parliament, what they are to Yemra Shebidjafo edim, or say avoid violence ahead of Akwetia by-elections. And Koma, and to January live here on SOMPA 106.5 FM. Now, yenim, the social media guru, one of them, Kelvin Taylor, baby a tremono in the year 2020. Now, Supreme Court at the tabuato so say Obama or yememu ha idea e was say yechire no but the nada no wo akwa kotena assembly so e was Supreme Court minimum ka say 4-1 decision sa arrest warrant on Kelvin Taylor no idea wo mo aboyi sanko nyina so to gale live here on SOMPA 106.5 FM. We are not just looking for a flag bearer, we want a presidential candidate. Chairman Tabunsi. Last week he promised us one-on-one, but we are told he would be in the studio somewhere next week so we can have a conversation on major issues emanating from the annual National Delegate Conference. So wherever you are, believe me, this is the place to be. SOMPA 106.5 FM for God and country. What is Osei Chairman Tabunsi saying? Former Majority Leader Osei Mensah-Bonsu has cautioned the New Patriotic Party against reducing its presidential primaries to a contest of popularity or eligibility alone. Yes, as some of the others said, the presidential primaries here, party na kwakwaja tumwa, the National Council, say on the 31st of January 2026, now on the contest Buma enye very serene, so that was what he put across. So this story would also be given prominence on the table this afternoon, right here on For God and Country. Ablekuma seat gives NDC 2/3. I'm sure somewhere there. Two Ghana na SOMPA yedi two more as it stands now. No, uko Ghana machine de moi. Machine de for the NDC for only 184 out of the 275 seats. The NPP one more seats Ghana machine. I'm talking about the 9th parliament. One more 88. What advantage does it possess for the NDC? We'll be having a conversation on this particular story right here on SOMPA 106.5 FM. NPP treasurer petitions against motion 38 warns of threat to party's financial integrity. What is he saying? The National Treasurer of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Charles Dramana, has formally petitioned the party's National Executive Committee (NEC) to halt the implementation of the controversial amendment motion 38 adopted at the recent National Delegate Conference. It describes the motion as an assault on the structure of the party and calls for a broader consultation with the ultimate aim of repealing it. Mebacho asemwa aye the National Treasurer no e dey ato abontene say motion 38 and anu omokoji 2 mu a wo mo eka say aye the National Treasurer no wono ebe reported directly to aye the National Secretary of the party, Ura Justin Kudiano, was this awesome way and Yanni Dekra every said. You know, party in say, sir, you share the party structure. You want the headquarters, and of course, you want the secretariat, or no, our headquarters, and for that matter, it's an arm on its own, and the secretariat is also an arm on its own. It is awesome way there, and yeah, dear, or no, Ebeja 2 more. And of course, this and many more will be given prominence right here, of course, on the show that gets you home safely. But I've told you, AVRAM Ben MOSHE, Menemuka say, what said that. Now, anyway, baby mama's discussion will be here, but mini AVRAM, we are. The discussion segment will be on Holali Eyubia Wakasama NDC Amanyukuno. He's a member of the National Communication Team of the NDC. He's going to be representing here. And of course, our very good own lawyer KK Sebe, wano a leading member for the New Patriotic Party. Idea wano so ne obabe kansa ewaha. The NPP National Treasurer unhappy about some of the party amendments and other issues emanating from the conference will be given prominence on the discussion table. At 5 o'clock, we'll be giving you the opportunity for you to also be a part of the show live here on SOMPA 106.5 FM. But the Baba Modern, we na yani na yani Honorable Collins who's a man kwa one of your former MP for Menshianov na yenene edin komo ye gina ebe kaya Ablekumanov rerun elections no ekosoro then esi ye hu some brutalities over there, but the police for the ababetu dwa say womu eye nhwehwemu. They are reviewing the tapes so as to deal with those people are on fomenting trouble or Ablekumanov rerun elections, you know. But we are told that just after the rerun of that elections, you know, I brand to be our Delta Force, I know they are to just say, or no leader. What in some be ever told so our social media. Now as some men and all kind yeah, as some all can and say. In fact, the one with the year a year Ablekumanov rerun no. The NDC for the year no some could show more akutia womo edi be yo. In fact, ya beji bre na ye Honorable Collins Owusu amankwa ono ye mrahwe bedwani kane mrahwe bedwani edi ma Menshianov ye ne bedi nkomo. But quickly my yenko ni yenko nkotie eye abrante ne nsamo a wo kan ye, and I believe say the all kan ye no me pato ade a nkomo no ye de betudwa. So quickly DCOP Jude Kobina then okay yeah fast assembly. Let's go and take a listen to it. We'll be right back.
As I say, you born a basso. And the Kubia Laqua, traditional council, in Nasa, or do anything, mama, a police for an answer.
All right, so please, let's see if we can have. I think there's another voice here. Let's do with this particular voice. Perhaps this is the voice of the Delta Force macho man who made some wild allegations and some wild statement on social media. Let's take a listen to what he says.
Delta Force, invisible force, all the forces say war NPP. I didn't know any fire cry, any moja, Yanni to me, NPP 2016. Shamohe, Obia, Organa, and put the NPP. And Mapuno, your pump to me. Mudi yesemu 2 weeks remand adaya ye peduma aye mama sa ko yemra e dey teachire ye said ye bibia ye nchie mbe ka kire mo ne mu no we de si ho no de sa voice dey momo I don't know mudi bia ne edi o obie no ma sabi nyame boy a ne nan ye fo na ne sizes na ho de na ntina ye nyina ba ko pe ema upe eti na dia kra aji tumi e ma ndi ba kwa mo de fast no mu no we me sembo me get prophet me yo bia ba me sem me ana me Delta Force chairman na Santa Region ye kasa boys ni tie ye kasa mo piem lo mpie ba ye kasa mo na o mo da se say do mo da o me da so da biem atiwa o mo twem ba me sembo we a prophecy atiwa panyini ba do o mbe ku ba ko e de akere mo say munnim nyansa ambifo ye nim nyansa wan kura eti me sembo say atiwa panyini ba do me boys that are visible all the forces say war NPP e ma obi yes mo go for maame o ma yere enu mo ma e fa ko san ko se muni bodyguard asia bodyguard ni bodyguard ufo be say bodyguard or security ya we are part of the body because na me for sama one nam na se tutua one na de ne hoji se kan ba one de ne hoji abebe am hada kusi as man how kusi ankobi and no be chairman but modem sa left and right the deal and when for se konku the dia onkone atiwa NPP mo watch out na babunu no street for no kwam de fast no mama omono ensia bibi no muse next time no over akra ana osma akra se on the kwafu na so ne nema Now the do baby. Now I say I mess your one for na abrani soon. Say spirit is issue. Now for now 5 first. A BCB. Etiwa, watch out.
All right, so I'll say Etiwa, but don't look at Etiwa some, but it's rather Akwetia. That's where the by-election is going to be held. But Speaker of Parliament, Minumukase, he's given some stern warning and advice to Yemrashe Bijefua, say they should avoid violence. And of course, Abotchie's voice would be on today, and it's going to be on violence. AVRAM Ben MOSHE.
Yeah,
now, to say, wow. Always looking good. Sha. I didn't guess the Philips, you know. Where jai? Then the Pusuma jai. Then the Pusuma jai.
Waste of
SOMPA FM.
A waste of them.
Waste of natural resources.
Natural resources. To say gold. To say a timber. And then.
Waste of natural resources.
There be natural resources. Say a gold.
Oh, there be
timber, bauxite. A waste of financial resources. What you trust home. At what particular point in time they all realize this and what they mean? AVRAM. I know you Rihanna.
I say, it will be any time when they take a decision.
Oh, sir.
And Rihanna. You say no.
Until before arriving at this decision, now Ukra be saying.
Oh, I need you me trust no me person make one myself. I me trust it's no wa.
AVRAM Ben MOSHE. Bema osi nsuo anya den. On Haman sana wa ere.
Osi nsuo ansa wa Hamana.
Oh, na Ukra unti be ho.
Be asem o.
Ye jira sa, ye jira ye ntibe. Ye jira ye ntibe. AVRAM na na hini ye ko.
Yo me me da wase. Na me chia etiefo ne ahwefo nyina. We dey sra mu ahwefo no. Esra mu a wo ba pe na wa share page na my
Facebook
and YouTube.
And we dey call Facebook. We call Facebook SOMPA 106.5 FM Accra. You share the page, you like the page, and you comment. SOMPA your YouTube SOMPA 106.5 FM Live Accra. Remember, when you go there, you also share the page for us. And of course, my good brother AVRAM page is also here. Once again, AVRAM, Memo Akwa baby. Okay, so we are talking about baby mamas. Why baby mamas?
Where there, my main fa kwenye so na men country bebu ni na say me so kakra betumi ayede abo omo ane e men so me futuo kakra me de be mo na e futuo ya de bia e shape life e ma on regret it. Ye nam kroma ye hu empenyimfo bi a omo ye ti pen so a sebe na omo sra ya omo bro ye ti pen so a omo sra de to be share uluman betumi share abrewa bi na osrewa ska e de akoto aduane ebinom ye homeless ebi de da bonten uhu penyini bi osrese ska de obi san se na we ade oba wi ase no wanwo ba na se wanbo bra na ebi ankasa nkrofo no enya obi ma ni to omfo a anka enya eni men so ba ye me hu obi a men hu se da meka no men pese mebo me bra double life ye will be over as no the lifestyle on social media or you're very calm, very respectful, very humble on kanasem no BBS on social media, but in real life no obekwana brabo enye kra me the way I appear on social media is the way I am in real life. Me mbado do me wo obi anim se me wo gea obi anim me dantemu a obi anim. That is my lifestyle. The make catch on say adia ba ko e disturb young girls coming and young guys living so mu from teenage mu from young adults to adulthood no problem ba ko e setback ma problem pa having a child only obi be wo a wona nantena. That means having a baby mama and I say a baby father ade ha dwini ye papa and I catch up say me ne ma ba ko 4 and now me ne ma 4 me ma ware pen me ne me yere tena friendship and marriage wo ka bomu a na ye 16 years and ye wo ye ma me ne ma different me nsa so awo me ne ama mansa and Francisca so e wo ma na me your personal experience e wo sa de anim e ma na me ne omo awo no so e wo personal experience wo mesua niema ewom ewiase ha eye school obi antie ewiase ha no eye school. We are here to learn from our mistakes. Oye bebu no tie me a, never be afraid of making a mistake. Obi antie, never be afraid, never feel bad, never mema ne nya wo yasa braba wo bo no wa ye mistake da na wa nya mistake a wo nsua de. Obi antie, obi a ye wia ni phone pen e wo cycle ene wo a ye wia wo phone da wo cycle no mo nam cycle a eso obi an na adwene ode nam. Obi a wakwa awade ama awade de gu pen, obi a be mebu ne kwase ada ene young girl a wo ba yembu kwase ada kora yaye wo ho ade no wo no wo problem kora chen experience person no ma bonte no tia na nanu ka say efutu nsakire nipa age nsohwe. The trials of life are intended to make us better, not bitter. The trials of life are intended to make us better, not bitter. Problem na you face wa brabom challenges no eni wo say ebema wo ra ho eni wo say ebema we bu ho abomfia na ebema we nyini abeye a better person sa na tie school aye ma wo test exams ya exam bi eni we ye yizewo. But what is the exam doing to your life? And the exam ni ba be gu eni mu ase a kire wo say wo nye wo bi ana say exam ne pese o pejaw na wo ko the next level in your life. Eti failure and we are the anye no doesn't mean when you make guase. It means try again. Obi antie. Udeti kwa na anye ye, udeti kofi na anye ye. Ho kwa ware bi na anye ye kire se nko bi da bi. Failure means try again. Oni po ye let bob ane ye enjoy bob no. Em say we make it over 1,000 tries and sa bob na so. Or yet na pai, or yet and so, or yet na pai, or yet na ye, or yet na ye, or yet and you enjoy electricity. And so be mistake or yeah, na be wumbu na will enjoy. Imagine the first day a aeroplane see ho and ye can say frank I won't fro. Na me can first day. No be ye. Sa that day e see what say. Ya ye a shame be at the ferry. Na e bin fa wie mu da. Na ye pe volunteers. E nipa ba ko 300 ya. Yeah, man will be a $1 million. Say, we will say aeroplane for the first time maybe to no court name. Why never call? But I can't say plane now be fine. Somebody took the risk, somebody died for you to enjoy. It is only reality. And America a man side. And America baby mamas.
Baby mamas.
Then next week, my baby fathers on the side.
All right.
Auntie. And the auntie as a may listener. Meka emma de mo no in relationship no emma ntie say relationship ebe work na ye successful a obi ntie relationship ebe work na ye successful a ye 70% oba sede ye 30% bema relationship bebra egu bebra enkwa wiye bebra mane ba mu no ye ma no
AVRAM asembe na kwa 50-50.
50-50.
Also relationship ebegina. 70% oba
na sede.
Okay, and 50%. 30% be man sede.
Say I'm working out majority ejina emano so.
All right.
Majority ejina emano so.
Me topic we more interest but the maybe in our subsequent encounters.
That's fine. Inti emano muntie to sustain a relationship emano se mo yes smart kakra ye mema no yete se mo ye mu ma se woni mu a ema mo nim tumi amowa enya se mo nam wa ene mo nam TikTok ene we bi aba trend bi aba oba soro no mo te se me anka me nam ho kwa wow mo to no gu ho kama mo hips ne de wo ho kala ne de aba enkunyi mo sra rig mo hye enso aware ye ho ayede but ebra ne nananom e hye ntade straight aye nwu mu shape no no mo che wa awade ase eye bi entia. Never in history has men tried to be women. Fibre we ase ba ya to ne.
Yeah.
And men pressure ye ne ma be pre ma position. En ko kan say ye te say ma da. Until nansia na man be hu ni say what men can do, women can do and do it better. Tie man no ha mo ho. Say bema kuta 10,000 cedis. Na wanam na emma macho men be ye tensia na. Aji macho men ne brono. Etutu ni sing na bubu ni nsema asoma jiska no. But Bema 45 years, Abaiwa 18 years, ebetume de nano, and then the to keke. agye 10,000 ni na mo asan ju mobile phone kura ka so ba we need da kwa nti e ma no muntie
yeah
we are young boy we are young girl first asema me ka kire woni woni wo ba bi wo ba woni ba me bi e wo ba tie ha enko akoda ne ho
Abraham Zakebio
nobody me we are bema
yeah
oba awo abofra
okay
bema woni oba so ne bema wa abofra ema mu nko akoda ne ho se mu breaki up wa
all right
eduru ba bia na bema oba ni hu hinti opeso gi akoda no koma ne maame memma oba ni kura nsi ho bio menye bida
na Abraham we the but the man so do baby wo bema kra wo ne na wo kwa akɔhwɛ oba kra so ntia
ni na beba e discussion ni ema mu nko abofra ho da se mu breaki up wa o panigi a memma ni muntie oba na tete abofra obi entie. It is a man who builds a house, a woman makes it a home. Enye bema na tete akoda.
All right.
Oba na tete abofra. Wo pedi a emfa wo ba ni webufuo ana bibia wo ba ni ye yenti a woni ne gyae no. Emfa webufuo ma akoda ne so. The child is not part of the problem. Akoda ne kra right say otumi di mu mienu kra kokot ekosi mu say e bi enti na mo woni ba wiase a mo tete no. Meboa. Wan soma mo ote ne ba bi. Enti mu bebreki apwa montena se na mu mienu no monya adwene ebia oba no na adwuma wo yenti ebia bra kwabena na adwuma mi yenti me pese me di akoda no ekoma me maame na nka owo me maame ho na nka ye support ne kakra ben man so maame wa adaje a oni oba ne nka o ebia me pese nka maame enya adade hwe na me ni kɔ akoda no se be ya wo oba no kra no ebia no akokohia ben ma foforo bi na akoda edi wachinti me ma me hwe no na mumie no collectively munyintum na akoda nkotsa bebi obetena never on any circumstance obi enti agi sebi mpebiasa sebi be ma kwase ampanyini and you stop ne se mehwe wo ba mane papa no the opportunity to take care of the child ma me nso man the opportunity say anytime wo pebi ombesra ne ba
Avram says how they were there at the Kabum Besa Timiasabo.
That be uncabon by your mutu nasa, Akodana San America. Mubaba back and Yamasa. For you to come back and a will crack.
Because do you have by the few?
Any number one?
Yes.
Yawo Mebama me. Any Obana menena one. Obienti, and yet the same. Ya wo meba e maame ene oba na mene na wo ba no enti ya wo baby mama ene the mother of my child tie baby mama eye oba ne buofu sa wo ne nantena oba wo ne nantena a ne buofu sa wo wagya no a wo ne wo ba ene ye fe ne baby mama wa minyu
Osa.
On the way menu. So only the gyro.
We be new.
I
don't know baby mama.
Baby mama. Remember mother of my child.
The mother of my child.
To oba we menu. Gyna we gyro. Wo ho ye ne hi minim kwan ya fa so ade ne gyro. Or the ho hi eni ho bufuo sa man no. They always take possession of the child.
Osa.
Wo kroso ko tumi ka cho sa akora na nya wo ba. Sa e man no mo pam papa fo fi nkura ho no. Sa oba no oji abofra ne kope no was start a program akoda na against the papa.
Wow.
The papa nye atemdidi obedidi abofra bi age the papa din na eba o papa kwase ampini na wan bobra no. O kwa de minim kran ka me YouTube yi. Enti o de papa ni hu abufuo e na tete abofra no. What do you find the baby mama? Sa e ma no they become just say wo hu hi hye ne mu o hu ni oba o hatred ma wo ba na wakofa no o hu ka na ne bu ofu eduma wo yemu company awo o hu company na advert ya just say o wuchi on peso be hu bibia
o cross experience ni bi o
ye beduru ho
Avram
sa man
yes
oni wu ni wa ne mpa ibo nyina ne say fail in everything you do na won ko gina so dem and won ko gina baby ndi adanse ye say wan ware ni nti ene Nyankopon atua woka
the baby mamas
the baby mama fo no
wow
ni vision na ne say obeti na ka wanya accident obeti na wanya abanyama ne obeti na am robbers kra bechew abu ma osingine tutu no wafa phone ebisa so wo hote sen na wasrew kakra wo phone so
wow
ene ye fa ni baby mama
wo
de ye tumufu amuntie no wo de ya to na chi wo benu
Aye.
Okay. Say man, they are always looking for the slightest opportunity to use the child against you. Any moment you are kodani here bibi no or the be creating tokwa.
Baby mama.
Baby mama, obeji bibi awo, obeji akoda ne mpaboa. Obeji akoda ne di diska. Akoda ne mpaboa ti, obeka cho se man sika nkọ mpaboa no. Akoda ne semi no di gale, obeka se man sika nkọ to semi na. Oye nkwan na nkyene san obefro se oye nkwan ma akora na nkyene asa chese obetete wa brabo ama wo be mu say yes akora ne yare kro no to be create yare to akora ne so
wow
e ka che o sa akora ne yare
the baby mamas
na eda wunim wo be feli kitwa bi no we hu no SOMPA wo be hu no another station
na di ugina so say
ya ope any opportunity a obeti chese
all the be go in mass
no to me fla anaju 2 am sa kra ne se wa fe de papa ne papa be kasa
hey baby mamas
baby mama anaju 2 am no wa frew
ha
na wa frew hello brakojo na me frew fa kra enya mi o akra no se wa fe o opeso no kasa o se adiasa hey be ma oni wo ba na by this time akra ne to me na akra ne se wa fe ne papa o ka chem sa adiasa da boy Messi
na Avram mama mbisa na die ntina anaju 2 am baby mama ebe fa ade o de betete wo be ma na ana say reason here den
akwa na feel enya reason akwa na feel 2 am say so ne be wo Messi ye wo man bi so wo ne na wo ba akra nka da wo nyame yase Messi ye bie phone line obeti amane a ememe hu baby fathers je bibia ma akoda no se disika se one day I'll be feeling no. Hey, obey your voice audio be amawa. Your baby mama be owa. Or to be creating tokwa out of nowhere. No wa said they provoke you. Na o said that yes sir, enumbre be ye 9. O nim say what e ka so a. O no ti ahyeama. Obedi watema na ye wo yam wetu car em we benya accident e wo kanation.
Baby mama is no.
When your baby mama provokes you,
so don't joke with your baby mama.
I'm telling you.
Don't joke with your baby mama.
Now, most of times, a man only way jai. Or baby, I call no back here. You're very careful. Jawaba or Kono or bar. Yes.
What's it? Or baby, I want to
Odu ujai.
Onu ujai.
No baba.
No baba.
You're very careful.
Edinta.
And yes, I'm back saying, you know.
Sir.
Number 1 year or core, you know. We no replacement into the baba.
Oh, okay. I see.
And ye kakrebi. And we share the lesson say you are the best. And or baby or back baba kibiano. Or bar, would you steady? Bacho. Or bar. Or bar to say, you know what that and or bar as a changed person.
Really?
Or baba can be sound. So Oba,
I don't know. Me share an experience with that.
Oba as a changed person. Or you a changed person. Or you the old person who has quelled into the shell, presenting herself as the best.
As a new person.
Only anything now, only type of Oba, or penny subanya, or penny the oppressor way. Now, Bua won't want the antenna one year. What come Oba back? No, we pay to work for all the things you were telling her to do. On when Niama won't see. Eduami a won no bra won bra no ho ase tia no wotia nti obeba coiled in a shell na wa presenting no se bofo na wo yafo yew na wo je the back na wunnim na wo koye no ho ade wow.
Oh, Avram ben Moshe. What say why you then we
crank
we prepare
we crank
obayo kojo
onya de oye better se wan kamamba.
But Avram, with all this that you are telling us, you know, I don't know. Is it emanating as a result of a man for experiences a woman? and I wouldn't ye na so dia to yemfuana
me say mo dia bia phone line no mo mbeba enya me na meka o do beti nsem wa ha last ade ba ko e kan we that baby mama upon atete ya wo tete wo upon wenim guase ya wo hwehwe opesa mane atu nyina no whether it will hurt the child or not enya na sem o siki wo maame no ne personal interest maame fo bebre ayesa de omo ha omo ma no hwe be man hwe ne ba eye 70% ne papa said ye be man an hwe ne ba baby mama siri butumi fu me hwe me ba ko ensia bi ko me say wo send ska no wa send usika ma back me say wo bie phone la ya beti wo hwe wo ba no be ma tumi tete na be ma ko frem panyimfo no mo akọ ba ne maame ho maame me sraw me pese me hwe me ba me send wo be ska no o se me mpedi baby a onko me am bre na ma hwe me ba e ma ni bi muntie o nkanka ne so oba ne
okay so ya kan aye baby mamas say me ba maame me ba maame say we say ne two different things baby mamas
oba one ne wo ba
yeah
oba one na wo
no we say wo mu two times
yes
yeah wo me ba maame ana ye baby mamas
oba me ne na wo aha enti baby mama na me wo so
okay
afi na me ko
me ba maame
ho
okay that's fine good
there were 3 stages in life falling in love
all right
there 3 stages whether you date multiple men or one person you go through that 3 stage obi antie mo de me say me kasa de bia me kasa me ye masem kakra lessons a me mesua no me meti wei o baby no meto me problem was asase wei so da
experience certainly is the best teacher
me say o baby ani asase wei so I'll bet to me a man me Avram problem say or bet it's me in a relationship. It is very hard to say me doba me yobia me do leveler me nyini wo relationship mu
right
I am very caring I am very respectful me deti wo ba na obeto ya ube feel say me kra na me yo ba me nwe aduane me si niema me oda ho obeso na ma pra de mai bibia I was brought up by my mother.
But Avram, when now walk keke man and pesa.
What do me try dear me?
Yeah.
May you be I always play the fool's advocate in relationship.
Just like me.
Me nitia.
And one no.
Me kasa me njai obada. Me ni oban try my man test and say, please let's break up. It's over. Daddy, hey. I quit without explaining myself.
Avram, where kwa banana so.
That be a yaw.
Yaw.
Me a yaw. Me a yaw, but me a Sagittarian for Sunday.
Okay.
We quit. Nti bet me one
Sagittarian no be o tie yen na se chese.
Sagittarian ye omo aye wo omo me fa ne say 22nd 23rd November echo say 31st December.
All right. Okay, sound good. Yeah, that's fine.
It is our place no me wo ho Asamoah Jan she ho John Mahama e she ho Sagittarian for no ye pe jokes kakra say John
ye pe concept kakra that's fine.
What is in another what to din ye be to din say yes so your problem na ye ma ye bit careless kakra na ye pe yen nsam nchichire mu o sa Asamoah Jan kakra no
yeah no aso no chichire
mu the president how can Asamoah what we quite no ko chire say they said I did this I didn't do that banana do there obugu do egu na so obi an the style the buy
okay that's fine
auntie baby mama no or no yes 23rd to 19th December
all right that's to
23rd November
to 19th December
Sagittarian
okay
auntie your qualities ne ye auntie your mistake bi o ya your star na ma we ye sa mistake no afei baby mama bi en kakra ni afei yenko oba mother of my child won say and me the mother ever
yes
hwe ye wo baby wo ho woni na jai ye na me ka 3 stages of love obianti ye wo the true love and here the first one ye the true love or the crazy love obani only the first odo e wo obiamu ye nyini no eno na wo movie mo no sa wo do na
yeah
anadwo na wo hwe the picture na wa hwe the message wutumi come back ya na wa check date ya mo start chat na wo hwe eno na tema na free night call be hostel
hey Avram
wa ena na tema free night call ho no wo be frɛ wadamfo na ya engage na ogina so yetumi di nkoma na ade ache eno na no patututu na ba kwa text you hi babe how was your night did you dream about it?
Maybe I'll let you continue but the Sagittarian na ye kan ho asem no the ninth sign of zodiac na sankrofo do ye wo mo 22nd November to December 21st. Yeah,
okay,
that's
okay,
it. That's it for the records. Okay,
that's
fine.
Okay. Until 22nd
November to December 21st.
December 21st.
Sure.
Yeah. Until sa wodo no and the first stage of love and when you're the real love. Until you know you son you obi a you fan the first and you nya sa wodo ne man no. And yet true love and yet the real love.
Okay.
Something elusive. And na nipa na mfra kwase eh na the whole day won frame me sa into sa place no you will be disappointed. E be duru baby no afa nipa wo do no ube hu oni oba foforo na wo ti jealous ube hu oni be ma foforo afa ube se wo complaining oba fele se wo share so sa stage no e be twem nti ye nyina ye fall in love eno na young girl bi awo boy area to make us say my first boy and my friend.
Oh, okay.
Most people don't marry the first guys they took in life.
Oh, okay.
And most people cannot marry them because any the real love.
Hey.
WWE, and you elusive. It's say, yes, sir. Unim sa akwada ketwa. Akwada by 4 years. Ekulebia. Na otwika. What one otwika? No ye. Uji biani free ni nsemu a. Bibi say tie for. Akwada ne beka kire o say fa eduane mame anafa meka ne mame.
Obeka say fa eduano.
Debi.
Debi meka no fa meka no.
Obeka say inti akwada ne live in the world of illusion of iso okaka wo full speed.
Oh, okay. I get it.
In the brain.
Yeah, but I tell you.
Na me dey about love.
Okay, that's fine.
That's time no. We live in sa enkwada fairy tale world no. Inti uda na anadokra na isa one get no kra pie na mo tete flowers. Na mo kan stars wo soro na so chi abo na mo aguri in real life e bi ni ho oba be na no kofa po na kan stars e ko aguri ya po ano e be your first lap ntu ko la body beach na mo bi ni ho ne get na me po na no a onyan clear match afen wo pa clear nti na me po na no mo butu nso no na ese we peja na tade e no serious time do e bi ni ho bi e wo hwe nti e no e na the first one o dey try na kwa no o chu 3 times and o say o be o dey try yeah ko ba for vacation akese relationship be na eche ko vacation
yeah
be man na dwini mu da ko pan o tumi no bat na 4-5 years no see o baby yam pe baby nko sha ko so mu na baby hwe ashasi ne to pizza ma wo hwe
until you got the second stage
you know
yes
the lesson love. Unya sa broken heart no first one no from first true love na eho e be mistake no mo akowo sa ta de ga baby mama no sa love na nya real no
yeah
eno na e man de sa ja wo no mo de ekiti be ma no second love eye odo awu ko mu afei na kwase ebuo ne ebu ni ntino wani ada ho but still you don't know what true love is ba kuna na ofi say ye real na ye twi wedi. It's the second one now what we face no. Most people bring their past relationship into the nest. Eti wo be man so they ti Frank now they George one. Or who say Frank now? Or monitor will say ni we face we be meeting different person with different character. No they maybe kaka sana guy ni no. The same thing of we you know. Ahanti e kono eye obesuan the second lesson or the lesson stage. Lesson stage and so don't wanna go a big call. Only the baby mammy son. The last the chosen love. Okay,
the chosen love we remember how my please kakakra. Okay. You chosen love. What does it mean? When you are AVRAM Ben MOSHE will feed him one day. You know, Edin Komonaka say Lexta Company Limited, woman of Mabomoding, Akakofa, a Yaz toothpaste. toothpaste yard toothbrush e dey abedwaman so ebusuan se obetwetwe usen na usen obefi ebe fite combination nyama mienu pe aye toothpaste aye kama and aye toothbrush aye kama but ne nyina no obenya no ewo Lexta Company Limited eduko dwaman so a pomodin na ko hwehwe Yaz toothpaste ada say Yaz toothbrush eno enebeka wasem edi amawo na embema wenum ate se nwan empono bi oha na wonum kro mepacho wonum kro kaka hawa mepacho wa posen a wo so kope na uyuso toothpaste a ebetimi ajew afi yade enu no mepacho bomode na kope Yaz toothbrush and Yaz toothpaste enebeka wasem ama obi ozo a okasa nipa ho a ye gise nipa na twiniti ti ko ekiri wan carbonia every nenumu eba no abrofo efren halitosis no ade ana anu wodeng ati mpacho temi nkan na wiei on for God and country on SOMPA 106.5 FM Accra be pacho aposin and as a toothpaste ebejew kese par Yaz toothpaste and Yaz toothbrush obi o twetwe ne sika kra na moja aba be pacho ni nyina to betimi atwa ma na edro no Yaz toothpaste Yaz toothbrush momode na kopa bi uko supermarket bia it's available over there anopa bia no ba twetwe say Yaz enwumre Yaz nkran so Yaz na kra de Pepsodent enkola ne pa ya toothpaste no be say enkola ne pa ti bomodin pa na wi na kopa Yaz toothpaste Yaz toothbrush you can call 050 161 9588 050 161 9588 mo crime mo fresh our number here mo betime nya bi etu aton again mo kumase mo modern fresh 050 139 0338 050 139 0338 and no ana betime aboawo Electroland Ghana Limited ebeka wasam e di amount Electroland Ghana Limited the home of quality electronics, the home of quality electronics there papa pane there baby obenye bi no eyefa kopeu the durable and the affordable one the any border from any kotokom ya wa tu the woto a ebe cherry maw say empo eye Nasco product say media product Samsung product say TCL product me ba to modern pa na for we chire eye Electroland Ghana Limited TV now here na air conditioner here na fridge now here washing machine kettle, rice cookers, microwave ovens, blenders now here now. Bomodina kope Electroland Ghana Limited. Electroland Ghana Limited for so beto ade omo 15% discount omo de be maw. And when you know omo a chede so nkwa omo de be pay wo so. Me ba cho say ubomodin na upe electronics bi ni brand bi a upe bi na upe bi ato a Miss Rewada min koto jogu from minsa eda minsa yem every say min pesa boko to ade bia chibato bi be ko ho de ko bebi ye be ye wa yakayaka de we know I'm talking out of experience. Remember say we we ni be Electroland Ghana Limited wo be cha kwan e wo techiman bia any Kumase station no ebenso a any backside na dey hwere mo again what Kumase a hwehwe mo Kasi Junction Fake Junction so be Electroland Ghana Limited and crying one more dental barrier Dantuman roundabout industrial area Bianimal complex again you can call them in Sunyani Mankasim Cape Coast Takrade and Tamale they have offices all over there from 0245 949495 0245 949495 Electroland Ghana Limited Abedum Ghana mine and pacho with the managing ye so we have phone aye sexy aye common aye slick aye slimmer aye stronger expert everywhere. Remember a Techno Spark 40 series. Techno Spark 40 series. It is something wild, brand new. Techno Spark 40 series. Would the trap picture and need the whole say yopo. Would the yell TikTok videos a koye ke and temperature ubomading na upefone ato abefu debi. You want to move along with technology. Be about it. Sarfo ni there. I'm out for purposes that I do common do be cry and your guide you. Up crap phone obeto ebe cry wa ebe guide no there. A Techno Spark 40 series. Me pacho ubomading na for kupebito. Na mom and also to nsuoma and also you are there. phone bi o ha to nsuo ma na condemn but techno spark 40 series there e to nsuo ma e no aso wa forward there na nkara wonam na nsuo to gidi na nsuo na to no na nsuo bo kra me ba to phone enya de a ebe sell ebe say eti bomodin na kope bi why techno spark 40 series na kai say you can multitask it obetimi ay niam bebre e wo so and when your friend multitasking you can hustle it and chilling at the same time a crowd now multitasking now the niam bebre now wo chere bomoding techno spark 40 series pro plus I will German so bomoding na kope bie now say the market on there so slimmer so stronger and it sparks everywhere. Techno stop at nothing. Me pacho you better almost pass in the way or my soya sene. I can't you make come you be no answer and come on kitchen never go we be the better job for God and country and abucha sabri ogusua o sharing our Facebook and again mo amutie on radio so no me GDP say musumu follow any check your baby lines na tum baby mamas AVRAM Ben MOSHE ama yehu woni aye baby mamas ni suban o dedi na mpo no wasaka na say oh me ba ma me womu de omusuban na yesoronko but AVRAM was talking about the stages when it comes to falling in love. What kind of first stage is spoken about the second stage and now we are in the third stage. AVRAM me ma kwa baby enkoso
yo pe yo de bedase ti na me wo the third stage of say you find say
falling in love yeah
enya den a oba be hia be ma be hia oba
sure
stages ni na so you will lessons are yesua wo ho
good
last stage you know the choosing stage here you choose the person you want to be with and no you don't go there looking for love you go there looking for a life partner obnt we are mature here you understand say marriage aware ankasa say ye hia your partner na na natena no enye wodo ne ye kwa kwahwehwe
wow
ye kwahwehwe wo bia ye betumi ne habit na ye live we ye tiri say love means looking for a perfect person
yes
and when ye hwehwe no those two stages no it was said no me ne ya nante nti most at times e ma omutumi probo ho ase wa be ma ho pa bi obehia no wa wo baako wa wo mienu me wo say ebi mu ye video na oba wa wo dade oba wo mkoda de enkofa no da bi ye kope mango ate a enye mango bunu ne ye kohwe ye kope de abre experience is the best teacher oba wa fem je breaking the heart je bu ni kwase ape kakra bi na sabi pe mo fa ncheme
benka
sabi o mo ejimi kakra otumi ka kire o say wa bo wodam
David ye be timi aka sabi o ma dwere wo fom
but I didn't work from no one, and I'm
and I said the same thing.
Okay, this is
I said, oh, you're young.
I was a man said, baby father, dear, next week in Timoto. Why? Who remember me to teach a man?
Yeah, but
yes, you want some movie. I remember you teach a man.
Right.
If you can lose, maybe a on my regrets of Mulusu Samano. Tianya man, pen and woman. So, your baby ought to be catcher and say, brother, Asian about two, any man, this about. Me say them how we name any man.
The man.
Some oba men fe bi da oba ni bufo say dem niam. Na be ju wa menti asio. TV dey ka ne kakra wo bu afo wo say TV. Na ye ka bobo me head me.
SOMPA FM.
Ni bufu no wa say TV. No we peja wo laptop e phone bra. Na some man su no mu ho ntem. Odi san kwasi asem ni wi ndru 30 minutes o wa say TV the laptop ahwehwe wa papa ifo
obi asem TV
ndru 30 minutes
obi asem TV da
I'm sorry me Dubako police station what of TV amam
me ba job you for me check number bo phrases so 0260196064 these are the numbers your activity lines na be ma kwan about what we wadwen kire e de afaso e de abrain AVRAM ba joto aso.
So, you say TV, maybe do about police because TV na one am the jibeni kakra. Me mama say dem nyama. Wa tipa cha. Oba the before say dem nyama ne sadia na hanti. E be do the last stage no we choose baako. Tie wo mistakes ye wo two stages na edikan nim. E bia na wakọ akọ. Me pa cha mother of my child the quality CD. Oba we and kwame de betwi mu a me frɛ no oba tan a one ne wo ma ono show ba tan qualities no mother of my child no me ba ma
because we have just about 5 minutes to wrap up. Why? You have 5 minutes to wrap up.
Okay, yeah, me wrap up. Number 1, qualities edi kan e wo sa e ma ne ho ye. One wa wo awie. Mo try ya emfa e na mo break it up. Oye oba or accept say it is over and we so moving on. Na mo hwa abofra no. Ti sa wo ba no on be pe won topa. Obe fra wo a ofra when it is necessary. Sa wo ba no kura yo ba bia so ye adwuma wo be ma no kura onje hwe wo ho. Eda be wo se wa fra wo no na ne yememu na ye den ama no. Nti wo pese wo ye a good baby mama na wan kasa wo ba no wonya wo peace of mind a accept say be ma no wa kofo oba foforo. My dear, move on. Sa be ma no kran ko bo ne ho mpa ye biu. Man bi be ma bi ni wajai. Wa kofo oba foforo ne oba nete. Usu gina prayer say urade nkoka na koma. Ada nyankopon kokko da na. Sister, ohu ofe. Ohu mo ohu so. Ende lesia mi be ye mesia bia me ni nua ba bi ba be kasa. Sister, wo ye wadwuma be me kra nhwe wo hwe bia wo so ugina so de bo ne ho mpa ye. Enye o hye se wo ne be ma wo ene ntena. Enye o hye. Anti pa cha wo. O moving on. Number two, on the Bema no etimu up for the future of the child. Anytime we so afraid Bema ni biano, na ye akwadano in contest. Sa wo ba no obisa wade a wo kwan of us obisa. Okay,
so Avram, I think we are consumed by time today. Until wrap it up, mama.
Sa wo ba ne frɛ na akwadano yare kra. Said you no be kasa no. Hello, bra Kojo. Ah, omichia wo. Oh, akura no mfa no matraya nti wo de watcham den be hospital de be si bia no why okay ebi okro mfra wo bio wo be frɛ no 2 days time no hello bra Kojo oh dabi ni ame de ne hospital ye bibi o kwa me frɛ why yo ya no wa hwe wo hu ye why
all right
o keep friendship no said ye be ya e be bo akoda no e na last one or your bar de bia no o wish well e de ma wo be ma no we jai ne say daache ensi wuye na be hwa abofra ne ma no
all right
and also
okay so Avram Ben Moshe, what we are going to do is because we are consumed by time next week when we meet and you can't be fathers je no so we are na ye de mienu nyina ka bom na ya ma
kafa ni patu bia e won sem kapa
because I'm consumed by time because we have a guest here na ya penache na be no ka say he's right here in the studio sir me no be din come until be the fache me kakra na until next week ni share san komo we ye be di Honorable Sly Tete, former Deputy Information Minister and former MP for Botsiano Amasamai, I think he's going to be seated right here so we can have a conversation, of course, on the just gone by a year conference here at Corso. And I know Walali is also here. So we're just going to be right back after this conversation to delve deep into the Vex matters. Your friend, Prof. I'm going to be right back.
Manufui Electroland Abeja near the Munamuni Amapani Nanswabo. Wait, Thursday, 10th April 2025. Brian showroom for front a Kumasi Techiman Kwaneso.
Yedi Roma sorry dino, and I said backsword Nedia Nimshe.
Property Samsung, TCL, Media, NASCO TV, AC, fridge, gas cooker, washing machine, deep freezer, home theater, microwave, blender, kettle, rice cooker, and any ama papa kahunina. Now when in baby, it count for baku 50, ebenya 15% discount. Any achedie, it's a rabbit idea. Kahu na senya.
Kweku, minim se waye she. Me krama nane. Now so ebony show one embasso.
Mane honsepeno. Ebony condoms comes in different flavors and available in all pharmacies, chemical shops, over-the-counter shops, and pubs. For bulk purchases, contact 055-230-0075. Ebony condoms, Ghana's most pleasurable condoms. Make it worth it.
We got peppermint, strawberry, vanilla, chocolate. We got peppermint,
21st clinic a sciatica expert sciatica no wo nerves na wo to ase na fa wo siremu na fa wo nansia besi ase ho no se ho techema eno ene ye fa ne sciatica na etimi bubu wo to ase ka wo se dwe wo siremu wo je ho ba bia enye na no na 21st clinic ba ye adwuma pa wo mu ye ntia baso bo ma je no Ghana ha ene amono ne enya asem ketewa wo mu je international awards ahodo wo mu je local awards ahodo na anu nso na wo mu bie the only sciatica research and treatment center in Africa bibrim ha no ebi ni ba bia 21st clinic nkwa wo mu de bibidro ene besa o yare no masa de machine aka ho yare sabia yare bia wutimi de ko ne mama de ba ko a wo magidi wo mu pa no sciatica ena stroke nso de kwa diabetes ne hypertension ne ade Ghana ha ba bia wo mu ho enkran ha sese ye wo Tantra Hill runabout se wo free enkran ba ye wo wonsa ni fa so wo fra masaman so na ba nso a wonsa bonkum so ho na wo behu ye 0540311311 0540311311 There's a 21st clinic. Still, one more sciatica expert.
Abushafo ya mamu nyina akwaba bio ba SOMPA 106.5 FM. For God and Country, this is one show that is selling itself across the world right here in Accra. So wherever you are, people would want to say that For God and Country has evolved over the 4 months that we've been on air right here in Accra. And remember, the show is live on Facebook. Facebook is SOMPA 106.5 FM Accra, and again live on SOMPA 106.1 FM in Techiman, and also live on SOMPA 101.1 FM over there in Takwa. And also know, sir, we are live on YouTube, and on YouTube it is SOMPA 106.5 FM Accra live. So remember to follow us, comment on our page, and of course this is the second part of the show. We're going to be having the third part of the show, but on our Facebook we are asking, can the New Patriotic Party win power in 2028? Aye MPP amanyukuno well, should the course on after almost national annual delegate conference here, and the matters arising. Do you think, say, one bet me well unified, one bet me arrestal power from the NDC in 2028? But and then my guest, one of my guests in the studio is Yenuya Bema, Sylvester, Honorable Slightete. I beg your pardon. Honorable Slightete is rightly seated before me. I no babedin komo. But antia yenyana na say oyobia wopesu see a kind of General Secretary for the New Patriotic Party going forward for the year 2028 elections. Maminko man Akwaba, and just after that, it's just going to be some 30-minute interview, and then just after that, I'll be having my guests right here in the studio. So I'm talking about Holali and then lawyer KK Sebe. They are also rightly seated in the studio for the conversation to unfold right here. And if you really want to be a part of the conversation, like I said, numbers are phrases. So when we activate the lines, 0260-196064, 0260-196065. Mamin Kona Mema, Honorable Slightete Akwaba. Honorable Akwaba. Now, I'm to say. Yeah, your first time meeting you.
No cry.
Good. But you're nice looking.
Thank you.
General Secretary position, I bet fit pa.
Medase.
We are sure.
Medase pa. Medase. Nyame manim rem.
Nyame manim rem. So uji nyame dim kwa.
Meji nyame di.
Yes.
Meji nyame di.
That is the only freak.
Meji nyame di pa.
So uji nyame dia.
Papa.
Bibi abeku yama.
Papa.
Na sorry be na ako.
The Apostolic Church of Ghana.
Oh, okay, that's fine. The Apostolic Church of Ghana.
Yeah.
Me now for be review because our story. Now they can testify. Say, nyame, I was a video. Now I don't know. Just after your annual national delegate conference, I believe you have heard some commentaries running. Before you comment on Ayen Samdudua, APP Mubara, your overview of the event Nankasa.
Well, me da say my main fa afidie so enchia ahwefo ne atifo nyina woni amhwe ye enam abefo kwantimpon so ne atifo wo wiase afana nyina. In fact, me checks say mo studios e kwa chire pa.
Yeah.
I've been almost all over the country. I've had comment from people from all over the country. Ntimichia obibia ewie echia menuanuma ene omonsu begina amanyokuo mienu MPP amanyokuo papa any NDC besa D4 party anamo ha awie me chia wo nso bebre me gye de say nkomo a ebedi wo ha ye nkomo a bepeja Ghana na afi ada niama edi akire Ghana for me chia me campaign team for nyina me ne wo mo apro ahodo e wo Ghana afana nyina echia me constituency chairman Bright Ofori Ampofo echia me polling station women organizer Aisha e wo Galilea ene ya tia sempa ne ba abamoa from Ayenya media Abraham no ka say in line with Islamic tradition no omo apen krabre nyame ya adoma ochina no pa me ankasa mesim akochia awofo ni ebusuafo nyina enti obisa me a matumi aka say the annual delegate conference yaye emana yefe in line with our constitution na wo hwe niam e course na sebi yaye ba ho nyina snobia de na adwen from various constituencies motions 56 motions that ebaye sebi ewiye ni nyina yagye atom except 2 of the motions na yanyantum ewo conference na say but mamenka say overall ye lusu about 2024 this is the first time a party for nyina our constituency officers, regional officers and national officers yet to me ababeshia a refreshing moment to be wa na mu relationship based on social media obi wo ho hu na che obi wo ho just say ensemble. So for us to have come together at a venue like that emma enuado ni asire because if you had lost an election it's a heavy blow to you and it's a way to lift the spirit of the party people up. Now for that reason I think the party has done very well when delegate began to arrive on Friday. Omobedu Kromha from Friday, Ebibedu even Thursday, Ebikra by much earlier, especially regional organizers ni secretaries are. Omoba behwe baby edi womo delegate eba behwe. Ba bibia akoso ye without incident so far. The yati so far the nyame adom bibia akọ ye. Yebeda party manyana ase say obia akane ho abom. With the subject matter of the substantive motions as it were, no?
Yeah.
Definitely I think said so when you to every party it's a majority decision. That is what matters. And I also think that I commend every department of the party say Oma follow motions no carefully. For 2 motions, the way I'd set up no tiano. Obi feel say the setup is in the way say if you disagree, you won't even be able to have opportunity say obechere wadwen. But indeed, once 2 of the 56 motions has been rejected, it means NIPA follow religiously the motions are a buyer. And I think every organization you go through a process of introspection. Once I will go through that process, now I call electoral defeat. Every stage of our political life, we assess the current trend, how Anyama Siko. Me a year reforms to suit how we'll rebuild our party and go forward. So I think Sebi enyo biana in fact the entire way no omobeji atum. I have been a long advocate of especially the youth delegate and the women's delegate. You call women organizers, you call electoral at the national level. It's only the constituency women organizers, regional women organizers, and TESCOM WUCOMs who usually vote our Mutu Abama women organizers. But then these amendments, I'm going to say, Obabia we oba we executive. Within the electoral cycle, college now, to me to Abana. Obia who can so to Aba. I don't think a women organizer, a constituency, or to me to Abama national women's organizer. By a treasurer who is a women organizer, will not have opportunity to vote for a women organizer. Of course, the women organizer is coming to organize all of them, and also to see if you're a woman organizer, you organize all the women in a party and without the party. So so be a treasurer and on way. The same thing for the youth organizers. I've also advocated, and I think I'm happy for the first time. Say whichever stage I war or electoral college, you have opportunity to decide the youth organizer of the party. You may be a constituency chairman, but you are under 40. You are eligible to vote. Now, constituency chairman, if you are not at 30 years. Now the youth organizer at 35 years. By virtue of a constituency chairman, on to me to Obama youth organizer at the national level. Meanwhile, the subordinate are only 35, older than the 30-year-old chairman. To me But this anomaly has been clarified. And one important thing, Mejidi say party na ya eboa pa ye we share yen TESCON, Tertiary Student Confederacy, formally. Now any executive of that institution can represent the institution to vote. And the clarity about the president of the associate and as a TESCON, executive body in the various institutions, is eligible to come to conference and vote, or congress and vote, because now akoya between the president and the vice and any other officer. And in some cases, people had manipulated it to say, we are sure about on two mame. So whoever then say pass away president, I created problems with the party. And I think say, manage party, we know among for in different ways. Niama we kutia any dia but I also believe that enyo bia in toto and perhaps obeka say the akoso nyina ya jiatum, but it's a majority decision. Once the majority decides, you have nothing to say. I take you back to 2012 election petition. All right. In fact, most of the way now 5-4 decision against the MPP. The then candidate and former president of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, also he disagrees with the court. But the decision of the court, it is binding. He accepts the decision of the court, even though he disagrees with them. So there will be one or two people who may disagree with the certain motions, but once the majority of the people, because some of the motions, Ebika yes to the vote, and Obisu can no to the vote. But at the end of the day, the conference grounds will always weigh the voice. It's a voice vote. And the one that voice is louder. Of course, the leaders or the managers of the party, and these motions that were even shot down were motions brought, were memos brought to the Constitutional Review Committee, and they felt that it was popular among certain group of people. So let's take it to the larger majority. So those who actually brought that motion said the voting age and as eligible age for youth should be 35. They were also at the grounds. I'm sure they might have voted for it. But our voice is no. Our voice is not. In a situation like this, no. Onya ubia in total. But all those people who even brought that memo are finally culminating to a motion before conference. No. Okay, so you've just highlighted the positives. So conference, then Uncle Ye. Well, for me, I think, sir, everything went well. I have not to me Ubiankasa individually, and nothing has personally come to me say we kuya and I say we ankoye. Obviously, me ushe we na like nipa ho juma na wo ye. Well over 6,000 people gathered in Accra. Sebi obi kura beka say oba ye no car esi no abonti mane nanti bae because unim legon pa na cars abotchie ko mi se menra mi kuta VVIP car pass but me no I was say and yes, will be stopping me. It's part of the inconvenience. So you cannot have an incident-free organization. But who rate the atmosphere, who rate the feedback are generally successful. So out of 100, how would you? Well, I would pat the party at the back, but you can say out of 100, 85% success rate. Okay. I would say we've done well as a party. Okay, Ebusia for SOMPA 106.5 FM for God and Country. My guest this afternoon, Honorable Sly Tete, former Deputy Information Minister, and I'll just say, Menano Edi and Komoha. Now, I don't know if there is something I catch your attention. It has also caught my attention over here. It talks about motion 38, where the National Treasurer, current one, feels that Amana are reported directly to the General Secretary instead of him being on his own at the headquarters. It's something that it's a bit of worry to him, and he's written. I believe he's making he's made some comments somewhere, and actually say he's not happy with that particular decision taken by the party, and that he needs a reversal of it. What do you make of his position? Well. In law, there's something we call the principle of acquiescence. If acquiesce, you're right, because all the motions before conference was circulated by law or by the constitution of the MPP 1 clear month before the conference itself. So, say motions in womb, of course, he's the national treasurer of the party, and let me place on record, say it is not him as a person. It is the office of a treasurer of the party. One would have thought, say, motions a foul who feel say M1, you would have rallied people. I'm sure. Say, look, I tell you, the youth organizers, some came to me with respect to Omo youth. They rallied themselves. As we speak, we have about 6 national youth organizer aspirants. That particular motion brought them together to rally people against it. For now, if he says they should reverse it, it's only the National Council as a matter of National Conference.
National Conference.
That can do it. So unless you organize the entire National Conference and ask them to reconvene.
but where you sit, Rufi say, Sanchi Shena party na Jatumuno. Papa, because I asked this question because you are aspiring to be the General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party.
Yes.
And that's why I'm asking this question.
You see, first of all, be guided. Say the fact that you want to serve, and only mistakes be a Ghana Constitution more. Jerry John Rawlings, Nyaminfa Nikrensie, ascribed so much powers to himself, and then NDC for Angasa realized there are some provisions in the Constitution that has given so much power to the president. They felt say he was to suit Rawlings at the time, but then over time. So it is not about me, Sylvester Tete. It's about the office of a general secretary and how does that work. And that, like I said, whatever your position is, now that the motion has been passed, I do say it might not be palatable with everybody. But once it's been passed, there's a very little room to correct it now, unless it's been implemented over time. Then you will see. More often than not, it's about relational issues sometimes in organizations. I must be honest with you. So we should not make laws on the basis of one's relationship with one officer or the other. I mean, I think there's a power play, and to be honest with you, Ubi our dear politics nechi and know the politics of the headquarters. But I don't want to look at it from that
angle. So power play between who and who?
Of course, if you can see the national treasurer's position on this matter, is about him and then the office of the general secretary. So I think that for me, MOSHE region's constituency management, the general secretary or the constituency secretary is the head of administration of the party, and all these officers report the activities to him as a matter of fact in the executive committee. So I think, sir, if these questions should have been raised way before and rally people for it, other than after conference now raise it way now, there's very little one can do under the circumstance.
Okay.
For me, if you ask me personally, the office of a treasurer, as a matter of fact, if you say it should report to the national chairman, then perhaps you are giving a limited interpretation of the constitution as it were. There's a secretariat and there's a national headquarters,
yes,
as it were. So he can argue, and I've read the argument in some instances and all that. That is why we do an ally to back the law for implementation. So I think it has to do with administrative procedures and the rest. I believe that National Council, or perhaps the Executive National Council or NEC will take, Executive Council will take a decision as to how to implement the Constitution if we are in the corporate, or we say ally, to guide the operations of this office. I'm not sure, sir. Political parties, as it were, the national treasurer that has to lead fundraising, a friend is saying disbursement, records, and everything. The general secretary will be too busy to attempt to usurp somebody's powers, as it were. So it's a matter of flair, it's a matter of style. Me, as I sit here, anybody the party will elect, if I'm elected the general secretary of this party, we'll have a smooth working relationship.
So I want to find out, within the structure of the New Patriotic Party, at the top hierarchy, who is the spending officer?
The spending officer, if you ask me, because the national treasurer cannot spend on his own.
So who spends within the structure?
He must get approval, whatever it is. We have day-to-day running of the party's administration. Those day-to-day running expenses, approval, the spending officer is a general secretary. Then we have budgets that are approved. We have a finance committee. They bring their work, bring it to National Executive Council. It approves. Some of the approvals go all the way to National Council for expenditure. And at that level, it is the once it's approved, the national treasurer expense, because it's been approved in the presence of all of them. But of course, it gives report to the General Secretary for the proper management of administration. So these matters, it depends largely the relationships you court over time. You shouldn't split hairs over these things. I'm not sure these are matters that, if you are well versed in the management of a party, should create a problem for you. And I think that this call perhaps is late for the party to reverse the implementation of this particular decision. It's late, and I think that let's allow its implementation over a period of time. There will always be an opportunity for some constitutional amendment in future if we realize that its implementation is hurting the smooth running of the party. Why not?
But year 2028 is just about 2-3 years away from us,
right?
And my party, wouldn't share guakwem. What can I say? Yamiya Drumoa. Eda 31st January 2026 kwa kusia kan one year nipa obehim frank adiama momanyoku no. And looking at the conference here Mukoe, you were talking about rebuilding, talking about how to unify the party from the base to the top. Do you think, sir, after the conference, that kind of aim anabutaya ni senti amudiko share mubetimi enya kambo musoronko, because we have seen some people comment and say nanwe yina mukoye you are giving one party one candidate aspirant an advantage over the other, and it's causing a mess within the political space. I don't know if you have heard or you have seen. So how would you react to this?
Well, I think for opinions are like noses. Everybody has his own opinion, as a matter of fact. Let me be honest with you. The incumbent General Secretary is seeking re-election. Before conference, there's a total ban on signage, billboards around the conference venue, even to the extent that the whole of Accra. But he's the incumbent General Secretary. He do honor now in his capacity as a General Secretary of the party. My people who didn't, perhaps those who were not even aware, they were calling. Now they don't know what in every situation, there are advantages and disadvantages. But let me say, sir, you see, the conference you saw, the electoral college for election of a presidential candidate, what you saw is about 5% of the electorate.
Yeah.
It's only 5%. And it's also not to say that when people feel, say, they've been given a raw deal, they shouldn't speak about it. First of all, the former vice president spoke in his capacity as a former flag bearer of the party, naturally. Of course, I've also heard the acting national chairman having come public to apologize to the rest of the aspirants. And I think the party from Fano, in good faith, to the rest of the party people, said the former vice president spoke in his capacity. As we speak now, let me be honest with you, we don't have presidential aspirants yet.
Oh, they are all aspiring aspirants.
Yes, we don't have. The nomination has not even been opened.
So they are all aspiring.
It will be difficult to say, you are an aspiring, you are an
aspiring. Oh, okay, in that light. But we have heard them make public statements.
Of course,
declaration
but it doesn't make it
to that effect.
Of course, once you've taken your nomination form, signed,
that is where you become an aspirant.
They will be treated with that AE. So for me, I think what has happened, then acting chairman has said it was not part of the plan for the vice president, after speaking, to go around the stadium and greet the people, as it were. But that has been explained. Like I'm saying, who organize a program of this magnitude, obviously you have people having their reservations about it, but we should allow people to freely express them, and we take a cue from that in future. Yes, of course, once somebody delivers his speech, he should be ushered out to his seat. And as a matter of fact, this will take the shine out of the beautiful program we had as a party. Okay. And then the Botae is so to rebuild our party, to ensure unity of purpose. For me, I think that if you are a member of the MPP and you are not thinking of uniting the party for Victory 2028, then I don't know what to expect, because the way Kwabranedi has started with my 6 months, Niama famous is here, MPP near. The only insurance you have is to be united and bring the MPP back to power. Namaza. Ene ko Okaishi Agbobroshi business people 1 month plus Nipa aye order. Ni suppliers are money order terms of conditions. Why yeah a request for dollar to be sent to the suppliers. Yenya dollar Antoniama. Do you know how much it's going to cost the business community in this country?
Okay, so we'll come back to some of those matters outside.
Yes.
Exclusive to what we are discussing right now.
Right.
But bordering on the making sure, say, mo party, no, there are other people or factions within the New Patriotic Party. Allegedly, no, that they are saying that some people are of the view that they have the Ken faction and then they have the Bamia faction. Yesterday, I encountered the chairman for the UK branch of your party and listen to this caution listen to the caution that he sent to the party. Abronye bisi.
Etimi edi yewura Kennedy Japan atemfiri ni tiri so abesi ne nase. Eye wrong. Sabi ye kura ya kan mamre mu no. Se yesi pani ni akwala nya asemu a. Akwala no kura de no ye de mani difo.
Ofake.
Ade ba ko a mesre ene se saadie na abronye eye no a esim se ye nyina ya tenase a ya din na ne watwe kamera si nanim edi yewura Kennedy Japan atem no onyai ese so ojai ese sempanimfo no timi e ka kire abronye se saadie no is on call for ese so ojai
about UK branch New Patriotic Party.
Yes.
Chairman Eka say
mena make say
woni Ukasa on behalf of your constituency.
I am speaking on behalf of MPP UK as a chairman, and I am now asking my national executives that they should stop Abronye from doing that because Ose party no edi and yet onyai camera now or say what said that koto si ho na yewura Kennedy Japan ti and our talks have at the end of the si ho or di dinner terminal. Ene asofo atem no onyai enye eni kwase esoso
na wenja mo anything
ese so ojai
UK branch has action been on
ese se ojai me ne mpanimfo no na memi trodia mo ne se ade na abronye ye no onyai because enye
because mo national executive for the disciplinary committee to suffer no wanko.
Well, I am appealing to the national executives for them to ask Abronye to stop it. I am wrong adia enye enye
but you feel sir
unity we can't have it that way
but okay the echo no omo the crack command the oya no ye is that supposed to mean say
that is
the national is that supposed to mean say the national executives, you know, they don't have teeth to bite.
Well, but they should have a teeth to bite. That is what I'm saying.
But they are not biting.
They should bite. They should stop him from doing it.
So biting has what?
That in whichever way they will bite.
They should suspend him
to stop. They should use the constitution, or whichever way. It can be a caution. It can be stopped. If you don't stop, we are going to caution you to stop. If you don't do it, whatever has to happen to it, Abronye, it should happen to him.
But will the UK branch of the New Patriotic Party issue a statement to this effect?
No, I'm not going to issue any statement. I said it clear on air, and we are seeing and I am emphatically saying it. Say, Sadiano, as I said, Jai, Onyai, and yet a good party anymore.
All right, so thank you so much. Quickly, Maminko. All right, so Honorable Sly Tete, former Deputy Information Minister, I believe, sir, you must not be happy, or you wouldn't be even happy after listening to this conversation. Anna Intisa.
That they can also seize the moment and petition national officers. But I think it's unfortunate that these are matters of public knowledge. And I think in absence of a petition, leaders of the party should seize the moment and nip this development in the bud, because I'm not sure, party members and supporters in the wake of the fact that we are calling for you.
So you feel that the leaders of the party have failed in maintaining discipline in the party?
To the extent that matters silver bound.
Yes.
Matters of insult, because all of us as leaders in one level or the other, we frown on insult, especially when we are looking for rebuilding from the base for election 2020. You need everybody. You cannot bring people together on the basis of insult. For me, it's not everything that has come to my attention. But if anybody thinks that Obi has taken somebody to the cleaners, insulting the person as it were, like Obake is alleging, I think that behoves on the party leadership to take decisive action.
And this is the case, the party is not taking any decisive action on this particular issue.
Yeah, well, so you see, for me, if you ask me, I don't have powers within my remit to deal with these matters as we speak today.
But we a party, Bao.
Yeah, so I'm saying that
yes,
there are powers given to.
Assuming you were the general secretary, what would you have done?
Of course, there must be discipline at all levels.
How would you enforce it?
No, but the process of enforcement is in the Constitution. It is not me. So separate the individual from the provisions in the Constitution. The Constitution has provisions how to deal with indiscipline in a party. Yeah, the party's constitution is clear how to deal with matters of indiscipline. So that is why I'm saying, sir, it's not me what I'll do. The constitution has spelled it out. It's clear.
So would you say constitution na akandifo mo ho say the leaders wo mu emfanye djuma anomo de yedjuma na nipa no mo to nensa frɛ no na wamba disrespecting the national leaders of the party.
That you know, itself has provisions in the constitution how to deal with. But of course, you see,
but are they failing to activate the provisions in the constitution?
You see, the national chairman or the national executive, there's a disciplinary committee. This matter to deal with the regional officer is dealt with by the disciplinary committee of the party. So everybody, maybe. If you send him to the disciplinary committee, it's not to say you've punished, you penalize him. The punishment to be meted out to the said officer will come as a recommendations from the committee. Then the National Executive Committee will sit on the matter and to.
But this is one young man at your market in as an engineer Gunaswechi. It is Chemuni or however NPP.
I'm saying, sir, it's not on record.
The National Secretary.
It is not on record that as I sit here,
yes,
it is not on record that National Executives has taken any action.
Oh, that's it. We saw some letters within the social media space inviting him to come, and he openly said on his evidence program saying that
so you see this one where I sit,
yes,
if you don't crack the whip, what it means is that you are opening the floodgate for other officers or lower officers of the party to flout the party's own rules and regulations. So it calls for a leadership. I mean, in all this, don't forget the said officer you are talking about is also a regional chairman.
Yeah.
And he has taken disciplinary measures against people in time past. So for me, I think that it's leadership.
So you can say there's a leadership failure in addressing this particular issue.
Of course, if not, why would the whole branch chairman be calling on them to act? Excuse me to say, the law is no respecter of any person. And once you are entrusted with the powers to instill discipline, you have no excuse. You have no excuse. I will not mean worse. You have no excuse. Because a party without discipline, you don't have a party. You don't have a party. That is why you have a constitution that guides all of us. So everybody is well versed in the constitution.
So there's a leadership failure there.
Of course, I mean, I leave the judgment to you. That is why some of us we are seeking to lead the party. Because the party that discipline has broken down, obviously. I mean, and you can't treat people differently because the law is a law. And once you are entrusted with it, and it's not because I'm going for elections, I need everybody, including Chairman Abronye's vote, as a matter of fact. Sure. But I think that he may even support discipline in a party. So where I sit, nobody is above the law. Everybody is under the law, including the leadership of the party. So I think that some of these things is becoming a worry to all of us.
So given the opportunities, Uber Reti, the current crop of national executive in their performance of duty, taking into mind some have said of Akeya can say your party lost mostly because of arrogance. What do you ascribe to?
Well, you see, where I sit as an aspiring general secretary of the party, I've made a commitment to myself that I will not discuss some internal matters on radio. I will meet the delegates, and I've started meeting them. Those are because they will take a decision on whether or not our people perform to the admiration of the party people or otherwise.
And then what do you tell them?
What do I tell them? If you like, follow me this weekend.
Honorable Slight, former Deputy Information Minister.
Follow me this weekend, you hear?
Okay, that's fine.
I'm not the delegate who will be taking the decision. In any case, even the people who are meeting today, you can't be sure they will be part of the electoral college that will decide the fate of the current executives or myself. But they are party stakeholders.
Oh, yes. Now, Oka said they can't be part of.
It may not be all of them because they are yet to go for their own elections.
Oh, their own elections?
Yes.
But when are they going for those elections? Because we are told, say, Mobako elected. Okay, so no, they'll go for their own elections before this one. Okay, that's fine. That's
for presidential elections,
yeah.
Now all of them will go and elect when we finish, we'll start the rebuilding from the polling station. So you are a constituency officer because the electoral college for election of national officers start from constituency officers, regional officers, external branches, national officers, members of parliament, and all that.
We just have about some few minutes to wrap up.
Ebert said not all constituency officers will retain their positions, but today I'm speaking to all of them, and the matters containing how we see the current executives or not, and why I'm coming in. Obviously, most of them will be discussed behind closed doors because they are the delegate who make a decision.
Okay, so I'm going to be having another set of my brothers here. Holali is here, lawyer KK Sebe representing the New Patriotic Party.
Now, what my uncle, John Mama ni NDC for some no be.
John Mama ni NDC for some then I'll beka.
Now we catch us and Yama FM no.
Yama be ni FM. They say Ujidi say senne. Ya kasi ya kwa koto aba. New Patriotic Party bu be di nkuni.
Ah, minya. Enti wo a wotie wo. For me question,
Debio, maybe just a single person. Maybe you can use me. You can use me as a reference.
A direct question. Yes. Because you know why? You are talking about a number of members of parliament. You know how the president described them. The president has described those who is not appointed with his government. They are useless MPs.
Oh, Assembly okay.
Yes.
1 year. No,
1 year MPs are named the president is on record to have said so.
And they are useless MPs. Is that what you say?
What does it mean? And we kept quiet in this country. We are media for Mampenin to say the members of parliament perhaps it is something that is useless you will not have a use for.
Is that not true? Is that not too trivial?
What makes it trivial? It's a very serious statement. They are in parliament, and today, under the cover of a certificate of agency, they passed a demonic levy.
Oh,
yes, and you sit here.
Are you talking about the Mahama case?
The demonic levy.
Demonic levy.
Demonic levy. You call it doomsday. It's demonic.
No, wait. No moment. What's it? A demonic levy.
It's demonic levy. Yeah, the levy back room.
Demon.
Yeah. Say at the end.
Demon ye bronsam demonic levy,
of course. Bronsam ye papa.
Na said your muka ye no honorably one say yanka ne hu nsem no eya na edu bebia niam hu timi eye den saa mayen enti eno no ye de 1 cedi bia to every liter of fuel a obeto so na say sika no ye fa nko share consolidated fund say sika no ye be pe fund ye be fence say sika no ye be bomoden
why law no
necessary
consolidated fund no why Mami can say enko. Look, now assembly now. What's the law? No? Bring the law. What are you saying?
Okay, okay. So educate the public. So what does the law say? What does the law say?
It's going to the consolidated fund and the government revenue. But Mami can say so. Coming another guy say, yeah, dumso. 8 years in this country, we had the worst crisis. Yeah, the worst crisis about our economy. What happened when we introduced the e-levy? 1 cedi on each 100 Ghana cedi. What did they say? And out of fuel 1,000. That is an average cost of fuel to fill an average car. Trotro which are 83 Ghana cedi. At the time, 1,000 momo who send saying 10 cedis. 10 cedis. Today, 83 cedis plus 10 against 10 cedis. What are you telling me? This is, and again, when we see petrol prices, don't so anybody go and check the energy sector debt we inherited. For 8 years, we managed the sector, and the same amount of debt we left for them. And 6 months they can't manage it. Introduce a demonic levy, and we are clapping for them. Because we think that when elections are held,
and you feel but you feel someone okay.
Yes,
the ordinary Ghanaian taking a lesson to you.
You must explain because yes, dollar above from more away. Abochi has the dollar and you have the rate on paper. Is that the way you run an economy? Abochi has the dollar. Me personally, that is why.
Wait. Abochi is my name.
Abochi is your name.
Yeah.
You have the dollar.
No. Abochi is my name.
You have the dollar. NDC has the rate. Because for 1 month plus, go to the commercial banks in this country. You want to make an import. You want to make payment to your suppliers on time, and it comes with penalties and conditions. You go to central banks, they tell you they don't have the dollar.
I read the communique from the Bank of Ghana, and they say, they are trying to regulate a year. 1 year eco banks eco to and of course omudi akwenye bi egu ho sa akwenye no ofa so year and no na obetim sabeti na dollar. That is what they have said.
Let me tell you,
yes,
we all know we've been in trade and industry for so long. Let me tell you, I walk to the commercial bank with my import declaration form, with my invoice from my suppliers. Okay, I have the import declaration form. You pass the declaration, it goes through government. It's been accepted with your invoice. You place it before the commercial bank. You have your own money at the bank. You want them to make the transaction for you. 1 month plus. Go to the commercial banks. What are the conditions? They should tell us. Nobody walks to the bank and buy dollar. Even if you want to travel. If you have traveled before, you take your visa, your passport, and the maximum they can give is $10,000. Go to the commercial bank. You're a media house. You are a media house. This deception must stop. Santronic deception government it must stop. Tell them. So you see, a government had managed this country, these same conditions with worse crude oil prices around the world. What did we see? That will always be with us. Didn't they tell us? They told us. Say, Okafokra, it's a government of deception.
But there are other factors of cost of production.
When we were in power, there were no other factors. There were other factors in here. We equally had other factors. And our factors were harsh. So it's about time that you, the media people, you must begin to educate the good people of this country. We shouldn't think that they have a goodwill of winning elections. So everybody should keep quiet. They should beat their time.
We'll say the new patrol, the NDC has a goodwill of winning.
Of course, I said, once you win an election, it comes with a goodwill. And that goodwill, they've capitalized on it and punishing this country. I can't believe that a country less a year ago, we introduced yield levy. 100 Ghana cedi, you pay 1,000 Ghana cedi, you pay 100 cedi, 10 cedis. And everybody said it was an insensitive government. Today, 1,000 cedis, you pay 83 cedis, and everybody is quiet. What kind of a country is this?
So, in a sentence, how would you describe this current administration?
It's a government of deception.
Government of deception.
Complete.
All right, so thank you very much. But before I let go of you, Honorable Slight, a former Deputy Information Minister. Now back to the position you want to vie for. Why the General Secretary?
Why the General Secretary?
Position.
Well, of course, Baby Amitié, I've served this party. I come to the job with experience. Every 4 years, you look at the situation of the party. The party itself is doing reforms. And I think at the national headquarters, the chief administrator of this party, it needs reforms. The reforms means that there must be a change of leadership at that level. And the details of it, I share with the party people. But I think that experience amanya or party over the last 30 years, if I put it at the disposal of the party, at the time I hear reforms are, Yedibakoji to me 2028, I will be a better hand for the party as a General Secretary.
All right, my Nasi, Honorable Slight, a former Deputy Information Minister and former NPP MP for Botsiano. Is he Amasa Mainge? All right, so thank you very much for speaking to us today and for great Botsiano. Okay, Botsiano in Gracie. All right, so thank you very much for that correction. So, SOMPA 106.5 FM. Yeah, because what I must say, I wanted to stay and have a conversation over here, and then I know Olali, you are here. let's have a conversation right about now. All right, so Deputy Minister would want to say thank you so much for the time over here. But I mean, na me pesi kakakra na any chat. And you may be a lines in Atum. Now, Monkai say time herbal mixture, that's what German so say time herbal mixture. A hoda wokwa, a busia, ubenya, a friend is a fever, and as a malaria dreamy at all. Now, a boy, you may yepa, Tibo modern pie, therefore, with the drugstore pharmacy shop, be a benwo, Nakope, a time herbal mixture. I've told you it's a prophylaxis. Now, Uber modern now, you sue, unum nanopana, unum nenumea, a idea, ebebo yepa. Time herbal mixture bomodin pa na kopebi na fe si we fie na ayuso eno na betimi abo pa but opebi ato a drugstore pharmacy shop bia ben obia no we de we ni kire ho a obenya time herbal mixture medima for herbal center Dr. Time da so wo bojuma ye papa yare kwankro yare adokro ache woje nwenje me pa to bomodin pa na fa we ni kire medima for herbal center Dr. Time da so aso ye ma me nche say so show mo nkran ha obechi akwan wo poku ase maira and again almost okumase ebuakwa agogo bia no government school ni di hwede mo yare adokro ache yare kwankro mpacho se usisi na ye oya na mpo utie me na odwonku na ye oya ohunam nyina na ye oya si kire yade ekwetia wo moja broso ekwetia wo wahra ne obrebo bu pa wo enso awo ne mbada malaria ni typhoid and mpacho bombodin pa no yata obo Dr. Medimafo Dr. Medimafo na dia ye twa ntia de friend no Dr. Time da so me ba cho betimi friend 0344774282 again read them on 0500-727-215 again hwehwe mo cha kwan ewo pokuase maira ewo nkran ha and wo kumase so abohu mo ebu akwa agogo na bia government school ne di hwe no mo Dr. Time da so the Lord is our ultimate healer. Walali
Prof,
yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Sorry. Today we've ate into your time, but me man how. Now, maybe aboko there. But what's a former deputy information minister and Koma Yene Dedi? Me who say Tamana out hono. Now who pro ye. Now then another person okay.
Yedi ka aminchia SOMPA for you na. Titu ne NDC for war. Domekwa be jam peswa so. Michia me amini aba member of parliament. Faustina Liklima Krugu, MC Mr. Agbo, and then of course chairman of the constituency Neil Antelamte, Michelle Bibia, Prof. What do you mean? In fact,
no. So don't use it. So what do you mean? Who you also saying? Well, I am saying tree because I want it.
Tree is my fourth language. Of course. I'm
now then am I?
Because I think one question, but there
be question, no dear. One say,
remember what? It was an interview one-on-one.
No, it was
on one. To see a politics.
There be a
and then so the affair or the any miss no back. But I'm in the hotel.
Okay, just then okay. I've got lawyers. Best how?
Of course, definitely. I mean,
all right.
That's in the power because I do Monday 5 minutes. The issue with the forex, Prof. Bank of Ghana.
Yeah.
Is a custodian. In fact, that's the central bank of the country. All our forex issues, they deal with the monetary issues of the country. They set the rates. On him dollar do draw now, whatever other foreign currency about or my animal. And at what rate we can exchange with our city, Mebwa. They issue those forexes to commercial banks. As some American part will you. So if you want forex right now,
Meko commercial bank. Because that is what the communique says.
Commercial banks they are buying there. Inflation no muyejuma. Wakoyi forex a fee Bank of Ghana, Central Bank. At the corner no. Do you know what contracts they've signed with other people or who has gone in for the forex already?
But businessmen are complaining.
Yes, men to me. And I'm not buying airtunes this year and a baby pa. The central bank should look for another, and the Exim Bank is there. The Exim Bank is there. Export, import. Let's pay more attention there. The Bank of Ghana, the central bank can have a regime with them, a proper structure or arrangement with them.
Someone na mo kra niam ba. Mo nso na ya mo eden export niam. Say be ya be forex no ban amamo. Na mo nyon at good rate ntin deal with the Exim Bank. It's as simple as that. Because commercial bank dey no ko fa forex na a boy pe one and or the bedje. Okoho and they decide to hoard the forex now. You can't do anything to them. They are commercial bank.
But why would the Bank of Ghana direct us to go to the commercial bank?
No, because
if the commercial bank can decide to hoard.
No, it's the central bank. And I'm making forex comes straight to the central bank. They set the rates and then they release it. Commercial banks go for it to go and do their businesses. And then anybody interested in forex, you go to the commercial banks. You make your request, send your seniors like Kanye, and then you are given. Oh, but no, me pesa man 40 years or no fast wanting no dija. Enti me a commercial bank na me go for forex. Eba to hwa. Me, I have my own clientele. Maybe I even have VVVIP clients. Me the forex na den. Twa mo so mbaba beji e dia koyo modwuma. Enti sebio senior prof. Me ne wa ye koye ye 1212 bi wo China abe ye beduro no mo no beka che say forex ni ho baby na wo ho a de twen obi fufuro ana we release am obi fufuro senior slides na ha ka say ene abochi ne kra dollar no and the Bank of Ghana SAT rate. That is a profound statement. So I am personally interested in the Bank of Ghana person they must investigate, because they are not just setting the monetary policies, they must also supervise the commercial banks. Forex now, let's check their books. Where does the forex go? Where beji forex? Let's see your books. Where is the forex? Dollar no. Abochi cannot go to the Bank of Ghana to go and buy forex.
So if you say commercial banks, no?
I am saying that the central bank should start investigating all of them. Abang homodin bia. Ya ma dollar rates na den sisia abafam. The Bank of Ghana has set the rates. Commercial bank wa forex, so that business people can come pick up the forex and go and do their businesses. Ya buy also forex in here. Forex no one. Your budget no one. So let's see your books, account for it, and let's see what's happening. Then a dollar is in Nakodi Abuchi in them. Abuchi $1. Abuchi or call central bank or $1. So let's investigate some of these issues and stop the propaganda with this whole thing. Abaya enough here. Now we expect commercial banks to also do their part, so that those who must benefit. Let's concentrate on the Exim Bank. Forex Neba, central banks should deal with them. Good for organize yourselves. Go to the central bank. Have a structure. Your forex at a certain rate, favorable rates. Rate out the found Yama or China, but go to the Exim Bank and go and collect it. Here's the forex best about you go be. Because commercial bank again for something or division. Or the man now or the back or to their train the client to be. So no magic. Maybe no call. Now say the coffee and force got crazy baby, but yeah, one from my young. Now, brow a binding brain now, bregu, ya breguka. And you know,
Abana Seda no YNSA.
What's the one I said?
Abana Seda and $1 no ayena.
Of course,
the commercial banks.
So the lower the rates, businesses or importers can bring goods at a lower price. Yes, you are quite a bona then, Abafum. No beer one hanging. Not just a bang nothing dear. So commercial banks but
the businessmen are crying.
And see, and that's why I've taken my time to explain to you. Bank of Ghana in Saka Forex was setting rates to the CD. Also they say at that 10. Commercial banks Mumbai at this rate. Mofanko Sebaya
at 10.50 say.
Age at the 4 bar bedding, barbaji, no Yako Crown and Yama Babetomeboa. Almost almost ya bosume ba ko ni ye kwa yesi forex no for example dinva commercial banks mo twa mrenum degum eye den na senior slight meeting na ha esi ne bo se si yi dollars no e wa abochi nsem abochi ko nya dollar ni fi fa ye ko commercial banks a ye nya dollars
but holali
so let's investigate this national issue devoid of propaganda
that's a good call though, but unim say free brain santini Ghana ha abochi die million could be a $1
That regime must change. Where do they get the dollars? So mucha, Omana mucha, they get it from somewhere. Where do they get it? Abochi cannot walk to Bank of Ghana to
all right, me that's my big
just 1 second. Oh, this is Chow on the e-levy.
Yeah.
E-levy, now you to bottom tax. That levy was not on the value of the money. It was based on the frequency or the amount of money in transaction. Into sending me 200 Ghana a year, huh? Prof. Now me 150. Send me they send wa. Yati me 2 cities na you know. Me the 150 na send no. Also the 100 is send you be a better one. Tax on tax. So e-levy was an immoral thievery tax. Wow bank account. Who transfers came from their call momus yet. Doesn't make sense. Yet you control let you car bank account. Do it any electronic transaction you do yet. So the levy was based on the movement of the money, but not on the value of the money. That's where everybody had the issue. Send your tax ready to bottom for tax into yempe. It had absolutely nothing to do with levy. It had everything to do with the kind of levy they brought, which was tax on tax. Until Obi Metna and justify, the levy has a justification. Yeah, the amendment no parliament. You can pay. I better now say consolidated. We've been told point blank. Says as can ye bon bang. Ye light crude. Say ye short to gas. Ye light crude. Ye dia koto ya be running generators. Say be ayen kodum somo. The issue is clear on the matter. In every one of the day. That's the question I wanted to ask him. E-levy, they should point to one thing they've been able to do with the e-levy. Because the so-called 4 CDs, 50 pesos, it is still lower than the 15 we inherited. And then I'm 12. When the 15 they're dying, the 4 CD 50 pesos, but I'm 12. It be quiet and I'm 11. So you can see that there is massive change and people are better off today than they used to be. That is where the conversation should be headed. I mean, my senior brothers, like somebody admires so much in the MPP. To be honest with you, they can't crap. You can't crop for. So be who are very principled in the New Productive Party. Or a Bemamu. So be being son of Bemamu Manas on Wadunso. He is bold, straightforward. He did a very, very solid, campaign for himself. But forex day, the best friend was saying as a cry. He said, "Me can't be man crying ye." Because MPP for it say now, when say, "I'm no echo is here," you don't not be happy with him. Problem face here.
I mean, now say Holali, a member of the national communication team of the NDC, and I'm telling Kanama, I'm calling Asebe, Marquava. Yeah. Now be able there. Wow, looking very great. Not to hear, Ukuyana.
My brother from.
Oh, last week.
Mimin de be now,
Mimin de by now.
Make a tiny chip.
Yes, I will
Buakwa.
Oh, sir.
Kumasia Buakwa. Buakwa Tanoso. Hona. Baby, I will edit 9 in a honor chair. Pa, and the infant co afuano. Ne ya ni se be ne buakwa na adofo ne jamfo be free nkran abija lawyer won be free hin abija menuanom ne abusia aka nyina no ya antoa so bebre anko akiri na
late mother na ne din the same
efiadankwa onya mfie no eduowotwe mienu 82 wan sheda nche bebre sa yes nso de nyame de amaye no ye ni so ya fan so
onim se nyame o my 17 one plus 12 also one shed and chesa
one shed and chesa enya ni bi kan ho ankepe
anka mo pe
nyame be bi aye
na paye
me das enti nyame adom na say next week
ya baba be boa
me das
ya baba ta wichi
me das na mechia minia Holali this is the first time he meet I like his submissions.
You like it, eh?
Yes, and I like his energy.
And
he tries as much as he can to be factual. And to me, I like people like
he
that.
tries as much as possible to be factual, but not factual.
Not entirely
factual.
So pleasing the party, at a point. And I like people who speak with facts. Ebasa mu debate a
kama. Good.
Na fe enchia nso a emu ode ekoma yetiefo ne ahwefo nyina ye bre ninti. Me nua na ka bibi wo hasese e say e-levy e ya totobotomfo e tax. If he say wo sende e de brewo na say abochi nso ye bete no abochi nso sende a ye bete no enti mane ya totobotomfo tax. Ene na me ka kire ne say ye ni totobotomfo companies eti kroma na ban na wo so nkwachi omu nyina ngum ye frɛ company bi MTN no na ye mobo ne kese pa sa wo se me fa me MTN se sia na me send sika brɛ abochi a omote me sa sika na me de ama sa wo so send e de kɔma ofa ye bete no ono so send kwa sa tutu bottom sem na wo ka no NSS e ya ampa de
la sebe ma men kan chiro de wo mu no etete no it is a tax on the service charges. So you can't say enoye tutu.
No, me pa cho. So utem here or say
yes.
Eye tutu bottom because me send the call ye no. Yate me. Say sika na won so send dia. Yate. That is the explanation of the matter tutu bottom no. And I make sure say me send the call yate me. Now won so say amount na won so send the call ye yate dia. You see, when we come into in opposition you can speak like this. But when you come into governance, we hear sikadia bu mine yen kasa say because e-levy na ye demonizing. You see, Honorable Sly was very charitable with the NDC by saying say 1,000 be omoji 83 cedis also. It is not the case. 1,000 be omoji 170 Ghana cedis on it.
1,000 cedis.
Yes.
No, please.
Let me explain. Let me explain.
Please.
In their budget.
Wait. Lawyer Sebe, KK Sebe, Shemeni. Say, who send 1,000 cedis? E-levy or muti also ASN. And yet 10 cedis.
But move from e-levy to D-levy.
D-levy no.
E-levy, D-levy na mecha say. Almost like I say 1,000 biano, yet 83 cedis. And I say, and yes, sir, 170 cedis.
Depending on the price of the fuel at the pump.
No.
Depending on the price.
No. I'm going to explain to you. When it comes to the taxes at NDC, they are fixed. That's why they are saying 1 cedi. It's not a percentage.
On every liter.
But on February, on the budget, on the 95 pesos, the kind also on every liter in the February budget.
Okay, but
and some on the 1 cedi, but so in effect, every liter NDC by MPP 8 years. Yeah, the 50 pesos na count. NDC buy or the 1 cedi 95 pesos. It's honorable slide crowd and the 95 pesos no eto. It's am say NDC abresu. Say fuel by a bi albetono 1,000 cedis bi albetono. Utua 170 cedis and a man a buying. But MPP the na entesa e-levy na ka say e dey ka say e-levy. Yes say burden amount for too much. No cry say abochi skai prof ujiska na se decide say unyusu e-levy na mo the cash be kwa obi ntew fuel dia upo wumpo ye betew wo ye ka betting tax kra na wonte ase because untwa bi
me bet Sarfo cry be yesere eduane edi no
amucha
na me say ade ye me yapa say somewhere last year na me debate kakra na me ko yim sika
na 10%. Ma memra ho good it says meba ucha meboa se the ucha bet na any bet na the one chai
na say be super petrol bank to e
who better has auto petrol who can say you will not buy petrol in this country
na say miminika say me to petrol
auto petrol enye ne so akogina ho auto petrol no ya tu mi asenti ade ya ntum ya tu asenti ade mu a enko kan rent out
na say keke say levy ne ye de buy no asenti ade ye ntum
nti what I tell from February till now yentu asenti
na de bi da be no be samra na buy keke sebe maybe so da be no be samra na buy
meba ma pick you from baby na say ade maybe dey free the 95 pesos introduce them dey over
okay
how na me dey over me make us say 170 you know say Yanti Kromana energy minister Wabekacha said this government is very unintelligent. Yanti Kroma. And also they lack the acumen to manage this economy. Yanti Kroma.
Energy minister Beno.
Your friend is saying John Jinapo. Also, this government is an unintelligent government.
Onwani government.
Yes.
That better cast us.
Some kind of parliament they say.
Hey.
Almost the one city air barber to so. And it's not going to affect the prices at the pump. The prices at the pump will be the same, although they are going to introduce 1 cedi to every litre. It takes only an intelligent government to do this. Now, what about also no price na kwasro na nkosro. So the government are very unintelligent. They lack the acumen to lead this country there. Now,
so that's your interpretation.
It's not interpretation. Or say,
no. That's
not an interpretation.
That's your interpretation.
It's not an interpretation. If one is not intelligent, is what? Tell me. If you are not intelligent, you are unintelligent. What Jimmy? Simple. And I say it takes an intelligent government to introduce 1 cedi, but the prices at the pumps will remain the same. So if they are able to introduce 1 cedi and the fuel price at the pumps remain the same, there, now as a government is intelligent. I don't know no. After why increase your margin increase your over 7 cadiasem.
Sebe.
Yeah, okay. It's from one I can't remember many J pa baby or day commercial banks and commercial banks and why they are Ghana commercial bank why they are.
No, he was talking about the generality commercial banks.
Yes,
including
so we have
all other commercial banks, but we have Ghana commercial bank,
which is for government.
Yes, which is for government.
Now that's the question. Maybe why check the activities of commercial banks in this
Central
country?
Bank,
which is the Bank of Ghana.
Sure.
So, I don't know catch me. I thought what the Ghanaian cares about is me $1 and me koi menyabi. Me koi and menyabi me koi me business. Just last Friday, I went to an BDCB. Nyom koi transactions bi. Almost a go muti say 1 cedi na de beto so no. Omo ntimi adjust GR ntimi adjust system no. Eti omo BDCs in getting now filling stations in Ketwana Mukutesika and Sanya Momu fuel no. Ukutesika Sunya fuel because the system has not been well adjusted. It will kutakra unya. Many Holali say Sikanen call your friends
Holali.
Yeah, Sanam can Holali.
Meti Lali.
No, Holali. Sikano, you see, that energy sector levy now you can want them no. The IPPs, they are having contract with ECG. Not GRA. So if indeed you want to reduce the debt now, mukutane dia. And enough as Sikano, Ekokoma ECG, name of Enko GRA, and that money is going to the consolidated fund. That one there, Minya, there is no dispute about it. And any money in the consolidated fund, what it will be used for will be determined by the finance minister, and for that matter, the president. On the be determined. When money gets into the consolidated fund, specifically what you've devoted that amount to there. What you need to do is to give that money to ECG now on ne IPP's no contract no. Na ECG etuya na kabia all straight away. Okwa yesi edi kotiaka. Uko bisa question for yesi edi ba beto fuel. It is edi ba beto fuel there. Who tells you say ekwa kotiaka bi? It's not going to pay any debt. So how are you going to manage the debt that is there? It's NDC for there. Your friend is some hana some ha. Ofa ni ha no afa happy. Ofa ha no aso we. $80 na ye nya bi no. Ye besere. Nipa ni de okwa akodi ni dwa. Ghana ni no de o se oda se ne maame awo ni esi ni nuani. Me pa me dollar no me coin menya bi. Na be ka che dollar $10.35, which is very good for me and for everybody. Na mo me kwa menya bi. Just me kwa honorable Abotchie ho. Na Abotchie determine rate or the better me there. Now 10.5 na. O say ya nto nwom ma no na anything. Me kai say ebra na so te minim me check ye there, but like a month or two ago now call US embassy or more rate or more use 17 whilst we were hovering around 11 and 12 no.
US embassy was using 17
and I'm saying but 2 months ago but me check as I speak whilst we were hovering around 12
I check him out say uko US embassy e wo Ghana.
Yes.
Dollar no not rates ben na
whilst we were hovering around 12 no more there almost 17 cities. Emma make some councils or other sister stages say what is happening, why is the US doing this? The fact the US also I could do 12 no that's Gina 17 just who say BB because why anything enkoyi
me that say ma me nko ahoma no so na me na tie phone din komo kakra. It's 5 no wait voila please me match 0260 196064 0260 196064 0260196065. Over my friend now, do drink we have had series of conversation today. The Edikino, AVRAM Ben MOSHE, and then just after that we had other conversations. What do you make of the conversations right here? Pepato 0260196064 0260196065. Hello, good evening.
Good evening,
Isaac, Africa, so about 20 away.
Pacho, main kai date in the mum. Na main kai, na se move to me a check here. Bang and the Abonidi. Tanchat. Pacho, country bay banger.
Standard Chartered Bank. It's a UK bank, eh?
US bank, American bank, Asbank, Asap, and British. When the memory be, or introduce you, BB. Go and buy, you will pay. Edema traders. Manti baby a good see set traders in the choir and that's one call. Almost all that you have to do is go to China, say he found. When no man now walk out to Tom. Kona go to Tom. Never in West, every one. Any party in a duties in a Nafa Brew, no munko, or monobit chiaka. Into who told Norma Wahano, Sikano de Bakutia, or bang the hawk. Gun and trade the dear uncle. Uncle, yes, I don't know. I don't know the reason why. Munko visa home. Said late for time and night at a main time moon or moon to the two garden. Obi uncle. Not much yet, ha. Tell you, I want to know no free Mali, and I need there. Wabahano. I all deal with dollars. Yen Ghana, ye need dollars. Master, me catch you pray. The wind no free Ghana ha. Na wo kwa Coast and I say Togo and na Benin. No one to stand for dollar. And co safer. No decide dollar ni will remove a pepe a combi. Unless you say this all come back.
I didn't hear.
What say?
I didn't hear that combi.
They don't deal any currency apart from safer. Yes. Oko bank is what questions won't be so and son or what is son. Into your cover, yes, say you can safer. When you now the dollar will have come better. As you Ghana, how you did cities. As we are done here, who you did dollars. And I bought you for then if you can go do or Montama. Ghana needs me to you can't do it as South Africa. You can't do it. Who are to go and Benin inside that you will not gain nowhere to change money. As we are almost the airport. Almost you sue a bit Accra, a bit Bank of France. Can't you be a woman? We are running as a better near complaining and maybe. How, what is wrong with that? If I'm Arabian, you was able to stop and said they shouldn't change money. How? Maybe one in here. That dollar way. Rolling down a bin hole. Who dare you? Tamunima, make me a can history in Nadia.
But my abaco some kakra.
All the time you almost pick the wrong side of rolling. The better side need to be and Ghana because of chrono. Any person in Kumia, they don't talk about the good side. Head of state to Ben Wako Kratia Koswako.
Oh, I think we have moved away from that, but
no, neighbor. And I make sure the type of person I know, yeah.
Okay.
For the country and for the people, you can't good side of it, bad side in 1 year. One and take what you know, $1 No, no, time look over to $80 will come. How? A day of money, meaning democracy, and no more cost no be and can any aba and a one be winning and a one be say you win and win and win and what is the profit for Ghanaians? Who win here profit out the Ghanaians way and for so being a Ghana for was when we in the party now walk a Jubilee House and then Crawford did do what you know. What they see a party will make me out the matter 1 year 50 years. Oh, a politician here in 1 year 50 years and now 45 years. Why they don't know anything.
All right, so thank you so much for being a part of the show. Yeah, that's it. We're fraying 0260-1960-64 0260-1960-65. You're with me, Afraid. Now, also, I'm drinking Chirabe Boy Radio. So that's the number to call right about now. But I'm far a call away. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Maybe I want a minute. Kasi.
Good evening, Kumia. Me Kasafria Masamai.
Kumia, Kasafria Masamai. What I want to do is
but I almost the lad and the anything, you know.
Why are they?
Muzana say, Nanano was on. He live then on man can't found. Almost he live yet to go to, and he live you on Ansan Yankupon, he live any do so live, you know. Yeah, he any yet to go to. Mia Mikika, no go to Petro, Nema Bobois can only go to a light. Bosome Swan, I'm a leg Bella Bremy. And what you know, Massa to let them know when a Sabio, Nyansa Benewu.
Oh, the you can say, I know when you're drinking, but that's a parcel by it. But no, much as I appreciate your thoughts. Well, I can't, yeah, words, maybe why. My in
Mati. Yo, that's.
But me that's a parcel by you, so. Let's talk to this caller. Hello, good evening.
Open cafe.
Yeah, maybe I'm talking here, but I want a minute.
Roman father, the white changes. My name more MPP Media Petrol Fathers.
You me that's
Rambo Alabama for no market, so you will be a.
Me that's it. Me I talk who can say free.
Me patrol. Me can say free. UCC Achimota myself.
Achimota myself in patrol it you.
Now, all more can say. One thing now, at Ghana, I am not to the boa. You follow emotions. So. Because one, this is once government buy what to like ECG about 3 times. 80 so ECG and officer Kawawa. I don't know increase ECG tell you who increase people. No Ghana for Yentia. What strategy is it? What's the betting tax? Then of 1 year. But cost of fuel now, what is 1 liter, not 1 gallon, 1 liter, 1 cedi. Say, oh share if a new was a major huge because one OBPA will call Okoto and more and our crap Wakofa Bayere. OBPA Wakofa Ebia tomatoes will be free be a commandant and now the Bayere free Tebubu and now the free and what they back Accra and now they travel back to Masano at the cost of transportation. It is fuel, maybe more the road state you can say a man offer. Some to fuel. It's fuel the moment you be increasing fuel and pay and cut across all of the sea and cut across because one the Okoton Toshino at Dakano. So Okona so fat na Dakana you say pay or buy over increasing. We increase the one so about the first at Dakana no Koko CSU. One also called increase. It's a family baby. 1,000 Ghana now you're sending out with your CNO. I get 10 Ghana sitting in net. But we shall say petrol 1,000 Ghana 450. What is 10 to the film?
All right, Mida say so bad you so let's talk to this caller. Hello, good evening.
Fine evening, Opanicasi.
Me bacho wana mena kasi.
The pacho wadam for Orubo Kwesi Boateng live from Kantaman to Market Accra.
Oh, do Kwesi Boateng me bacho beti.
Yo, mbacho mo papa.
Me da sepa.
Yo, me pacho batampa kumsen oba woman organizer Dr. Kankam Wetu for national chairman. Bra champo so die o at long last o be 2 franc am MPP. Bra champo po me papa no kasa ko no bracket.
Yeah.
Me woni e Botiano English amamfrum.
Botiano English amamfrum. Thank you so much. Why?
One me twaba mano.
Good.
Akoto ye de you color TV akoto black and white. NDC no wini ende parliament kwa yemu no parliament ya wi eni jo opani mini an NDC for the ano mu yenim ku atie for pa
adentra
mo ba bi tu garam se asio papa he ena garam se na tu atise Joseph ya mi president Mahamudu num ton se ankrofo mi enu yi mu hwehwem na mo bon garam se mu se ko akwala o tie nu fo no ko tie tu garam se omo woni wu papa ani ati petrese ne ma boyefo kube 5 cd ene okoto kube 8 cd kube masa o de me ye boa amfo twene nto aso ai bisa kube price ne he ene ma boyefo omo boa mo tu jimi na de adiki to mi ate so
ye fan commonency me da se pass over you dey me chaka tamatofo nyina. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Minua.
Me ba to hwani
mo what is saying me
ho ye pa ba to wana me ne kasa
ye tell me Paul me ka St. John's
Paul like as St. John's
me can say yen Ghana mine ebe yen nyina ya konfo ku de me to ma ba man DC da na me to mo so da na me man DC da ya no omo ma me say from sebe me yes cement ho aduma cement 24 omo free so no na cement ya for 1 point something the same thing NDC omo ma ya fi o eso so omo say ya $10 ya yesi eye ma yen be basa ki nyina ye pe so e kan ya omo fa so say ya kakra to petrol so enko boa wi so ewi na aye o man ma chinim yen chibi enti de omo pe na omo ye enti se no yenya bi omo wenum kwa na wenum so aba
all right. Bye-bye. Me da se pass by. I appreciate your call very well. SOMPA 106.5 FM. Hello, good evening. Okay, I don't know if we line or so. I don't know. I'll pick about 2 more calls and end the session right here. Let's see. Then I'm in for first. Let's see. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah,
who ya pamba chowana menene kasai. Richard Ediom. Ukasa free.
Me pacho.
Okay, yeah, it's you.
I mean fa kwenye so na mencha honorable akompleko e Japan. Do na you to lose me the friend omo friend asen Elomas aka the Don Cappuccino. Your come giane me. Enti ye you to know. Yinimani so obeba no obema approve for ne military nya de o ma yaje ufu na ye fatiri na YouTube bi a ho atoro eno ani ye hwehwe enti ne ye hwehwe ne so wo mla enkokwa so wakasa wo yesi enye kasa Donald Trump wakasa enso Ghana ayi you say wo ba e wo de America wo ye no anti ye pe YouTube pe duma enye can promise dia o social journal can promise all promise wa bra ne dollar ba from ni great so uboko mu no uko jaso a ye tianete and that pro and this for the jadana the what the petrol every 1 liter 1 city she said right now the some say government free only clear ko move from circle to a focus over one you go straight to no I go load atimota owi olodu we se buta we be come one say e sika no kra we say any se do make 15 ya have 47 the data you clock the job what the first what the idea but not the book ma fetch what the idea no amount double can you know you say you got to check the 50 ya come one like 45 cities I can understand your sentiment right here. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, bro.
Beba Joanna Venere Kasei.
Where Mr. Evans, we got a free media 25, Tema 25.
Tema coverage 25. Okay, yet you.
I mean, President, other 9 people, me say 7 months now, 7 years, and one maybe say policy ben on ba mbekase nyanfanto abamo ma sembe no mbeka mega didi ande komunya botere no mu sisi on party no mu pepani a amha eni unyam wo na nimu a ebetinya to abana ma ansa na ma be pode ba didi aso mo panentem ye didi antem mo ho tire wo mu efie na wo mu wo no ana mo ja tika bi wo ye yi ho na o se ko mo de ko no ma ntini amfa nkwa 19 no mo yeta
okay. Me that say pass on by. This is the last caller. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, Prof.
Me matter why
We are women Felix Bell, Ahinkwa, Yellow Crabble.
Felix Bell, Ahinkwa, Yellow Crabble. Me matter why Felix Bell.
Me that's a and Yamisa Munia Jumapa Muya Diabo or my Ghana. Now, Mammy Chala, Mutiana Pa or Bojuma. Now, Mincha the incoming flag bearer. Honorable Kennedy, a compare company at Japan. Then, Abba. Now, Mincha incoming federal, Tama West, Felix Yaudankwa. Minia, Abonia Femina Mukayano, Yenia Penny Abonia. Your best friend be brave. Say, in 24 feet, Akunyatra, ye pray. And you know, flag bearer is now, Babe Paso, NPP. No. Dia 24 na air conning Yanano. Odia, our right to say, Obeka Oprepi. Now, what we support you being so we are right to say, we supporting the power, okay. Now, so a new say, who support you be, not say, will be there, who support you now. Ube guni hufifa. Ye best say. Say ye kasa. Ye kanya ye sopotu no. Ejuma. Ye tuma na obetini aye. Ni obetini aye. Ebi abo party no. Ama party no. Aba aban mu. Enu na wo say ye ka ho asem. Na enye say we dia men sopotu no. Enti mami guni hufi. Mami kakasa fi. Enti ano. Uye fa. Good party no.
Okay.
Me
Bacho.
Actually, you can take karma. Again,
me that's a break me. I appreciate your call, but that's because you guys make the program rock. Hello, good evening. Last one. Yeah, me bacho wani.
Anana kwa mi amankwa mi o asalaja.
Asalaja nana kwa mi amankwa. Wada mampacho iti wai.
Ashama ya minsa no mo ahode.
Amen.
Metia is energy do ma manso.
Okay.
Nyame mo NDC party ni nyina na ya dempa etanachi. O mani ya yi nyina me de jomama na ombrase ene akomapo wonti. Yakopon hira no mana de po betum de do man yanim kosibra. Obewi akonya ne pepepe. Na gata me kan se ye ni men people no. Ayo mo ntia se o man na ho me nya na ti show man no. The mama yina no ye bon mama ni ye yina de timo ye ti petrosi e kai nyina so about to be business of course yina ti mama nyen se omu yi mahama say de say the NDC ye nye here that make say aba wa ba be the should be share for some song it won't fact there pan mama wonye ya no mata ka say me say mama say Ghana for e kuta short memory ya na o mata de ka say so no kwa mama ife mu banka o kama MPP because I'm going to say, and yes, what memory, come up for 6 months, what's Ghana for? Ghana for action with someone, I say, yes, in could be a dinner. If any say, or more in Africa, and say, Ghana for yes,
a bread, but Mida was a part, Yamikos and Shroud, every time be out of forgotten country, and that's say. But, Walali, we are caught once a minute, just about a minute.
Oh, a minute, yeah.
No, we are time bound because, and then unfortunately for us, we had a guest. Never mind. No, but it's going to be news time. What's the news? So that we don't compromise on the time.
No, I'll try.
So just a minute.
First one with the issue of the Minister of Energy.
A minute in the first one.
Don't worry. I'll just take that one. They are Canadian. Okay. It will explain themselves. The issue about the effect on pump price,
yeah.
The minister and the say, is there a sunset clause on sa 1 CD na idea 2 liter no so ana? Asemo kan ye ni. Mo be kaya. When the law was passed, ye share that see be shase ye meboa. Ye shase sa da no. That was when the Iran Israel for near now petrol bonnet air cost. So we stayed the execution. What that meant is that at any point in time there will be any reflection of a high price at the pump price, we will stay the execution of the 1 CD per liter. So it means there's going to be no net effect at the pump. This is very simple. Very, very simple. Into Okan say, actually, must say, a yaban say, be what drink kind.
Okay, so
any ayeno.
And
so it is a dynamic levy. The way we were able to stay execution at the beginning, at any time prices will escalate at the pump. we will stay execution. So the prices will remain same.
Akusi saying.
I said no money we.
Oh yo, me that's it.
No, 1 second. Well, if you hang me, that somebody may not understand me. Question is say. Yeah, but
watch him.
And I'm saying, say,
watch him.
I didn't see the betu be 15.
I don't make say, Ekosi say.
And I'm say, yeah, betu are day 15.
Okay.
Say, see, yeah, the 4 CD 50 pesos are back count, so and I'm 12, it be crying and I'm 11. It should tell you that you are better off today because 3 cities are back out.
Me that's it. Me that's it. Like, I say,
1 second.
Hey, me, but me reading messages. But I'm reading messages.
US Embassy is United States of America.
Yeah.
Regardless of where they are. Omo Ghana say so, but ura a friend is a US Embassy Honma. That is America.
Okay, but that's it.
Into October 17.
Last can I take your time and read some message?
Yeah, I'll give you the time. I'll give you. But what I want him to know is at any moment, at all material times, you know, our rates have been at par with the rate of the United States of America.
Okay, I'll do a check on this.
It is only within their time dollar ever from the US for CNT. So that's what you should understand.
All right, so Ebusha, quickly, let's see. I want to read this message over here. Landry J. Honorable Sylvester Tete is brilliant and his political experience is essential to lift the party from opposition to victory in 2028. So far, he's the best because he acts and speaks with too much confidence and knowledge. Thank you very much for bringing in this one. Muhammad Idrisu says that this man truly is a top-notch gem for the party and must really be given the nod to do what he does best. Elijah Amwaku says that what a solid character. Clarity of thought and his worth of experience is what the party needs at this critical point in time. Otanka Mali says that watching you live from Tamale, Northern Region, we are strongly behind you, Honorable Sylvester Tete, because JFK is the reason why NPP is suffering now. And Landry again says that he's a genius, bro. His contenders comes to nowhere near him in terms of political experience and knowledge. Okay, but scroll, go up. And then Kwame Richie says that low sound, so we'd have to check the sound. Okay, thank you so much. And then go on. Islam Idris says that I admire how Honorable Sly Tete answers diabolic questions. Oh, me money diabolic questions. He's such a unifier, exactly the kind of leader we need. Okay. Kwame Richie says that the man should man's up his voice. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. One person saying Honorable Sly can bring the goose to the table. His courageous experience and has verifiable track record. The man we can trust. And I think I've read this one. Honorable Sly communicated clearly and needs to be given the chance to propagate more the party and country. We need people like this. But to go on and let me see. Tap on the new comment. New comment there. New comment. There's a new comment. Okay, that's it. And let's see. Ni Ajin Orakatete. NPP is crying. They are going to be in opposition for the next 4 years. That's 40 years. So, people, we want to say a big thank you for being a part of the show today. You're from Kobla Abotchie, aka Prof, on behalf of the team led by Bright Entry, my good brother Patrick, and of course, Sarfo Kantanka. We want to say thank you for always making time with us. Tomorrow, we are back here on For God and Country. But I know, sir, we also have to thank our sponsors for making this show a wonderful one for us. Our doors are still open. You can bring your business for us to trumpet it for you over here. Midima for Herbal Center, you better must say Dr. Time Daso. Yes, that's what it is. Time Herbal Mixture. I want to say a big thank you to you. And again, Technospark 40 series. We are very much grateful for your time. And again, Electroland Ghana Limited, Lexa Company